bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey.
Here we go on a Wednesday, a World Cup Wednesday. We've got World Cup soccer action in less than an hour. We've got, I don't know if you've noticed, a lot of chatter on social media about LeBron signing today or making an announcement.
Yeah.
We've got Giannis being introduced by the Heat tomorrow. We've got ACC Media Days going on in Charlotte. And today is National Hot Dog Day.
I couldn't buy in.
To what?
To hot dog day.
You can't get a glizzy on Hot Dog Day?
I just say, I got hamburgers, I got steak, I got different situations at my house. I can't go get a glizzy.
You can't get a glizzy on Hot Dog Day? Are you grilling today?
No. I actually have my bottle caps from yesterday and a energy drink that I don't know where it came from, but yeah, I'm not grilling a hot dog. I told y'all I don't like barbecues where it's glizzies and burgers. I'm a ribs guy. I'm a steak guy.
I don't love. We're going to NYY Steak tonight. All right, did that cheetah poker tournament, and they'd given me a certificate. So me, Lori, and David were going to NYY Steak tonight before he heads back to Tampa next week.
Oh, get you a blue cheese blue crust. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love a blue cheese crust. They put that on the petite filet?
Well, you can, but nobody gets a petite filet as a grown man. But if you want it, you can still get the blue cheese crust.
Oh, I'm getting the petite filet. There's no question.
Hawk, you can't order the protein Starbucks macchiato and then get the petite filet. Choose a lane here, brother. Honestly, choose a lane.
That's fair.
Solana.
Yeah.
Lock in.
Fair. Jimmy's wearing his hot dog shirt, his what is that? The Costco Glizzy shirt?
Yes, it is. And Solana got me this shirt.
Did you stop by Costco and get a Glizzy today?
I did not, but I'm going to go after the show.
All right, fair enough. Because if anyone's having a Glizzy on Hot Dog Day, it's got to be Jimmy. He gets one Glizzy a week.
What does that shirt say?
I got that dog in me.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it now. I thought it was something else.
You got I didn't wear a hat today because I felt like we picked on Jimmy's hairline yesterday. So I wanted him to feel better about himself.
I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you brought it up, I'll pounce. Jimmy purposefully brought, I could tell he didn't comb his hair today. He brought the hair.
It down.
He just brought it down.
Yeah.
Leave that bang, Jimmy. Put that bang back down, Jimmy. Don't do that for Solana.
Jimmy, I'd pay a lot of money for your head of hair. But anyway, don't feel bad about what they're saying. Don't feel bad about what they're saying. I purposely didn't wear a hat today because they were hard on you yesterday. So I want you to see how things really could be. All right?
I appreciate that.
You're doing just fine.
It's a C-.
It's like the guy who got an F in class praising the guy who got the D+. Man, nice job out of you.
71. Yeah,
Tim Reynolds from the AP, he had tweeted out today, Thursday, 12:30, Heat introduced Bobby Portis. 1:15, LeBron James podcast with Tyrese Halliburton at Fanatics Fest in NYC. By the way, that LeBron podcast, there's no cameras, no video, no nothing allowed. And it's not going to drop for a couple of days. But people at Fanatics Fest can buy tickets to go watch the taping live. Mm-hmm. If he does announce it, it'll break, whether there's video or audio or not.
Well, I'm going Friday morning.
Then 3 p.m. tomorrow, he'd introduce Giannis. 3 p.m. tomorrow, LeBron James conversation with Rich Kleiman at the CNBC boardroom event in New York City. And Tim Reynolds says there is no off season. Tomorrow's a busy NBA day.
Yeah.
The Heat are introducing a centerpiece player. What did we decide? The biggest off-season acquisition since LeBron, right?
Yes, by far. Giannis is better than Jimmy.
What about Shaq?
Giannis is better than Shaq in 06.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Giannis
I don't know.
Not better than 06 Shaq. I'm not talking about Orlando Shaq. I'm talking about 06 Shaq.
Orlando Shaq. You're talking about Los Angeles Laker Shaq, 3-time NBA champion when he comes to Miami. And in 2005, what a lot of people forget, yes, Dwayne Wade carried Shaquille O'Neal in the 2006 NBA Finals. There's no doubt about that. Shaq at that point was not LA Shaq. But 2005, his first season in Miami, should have won MVP. Got it robbed from him. Steve Nash won it. But that year, Shaq played at an MVP level. The Heat were the 1 seed in the East that year. They lost Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals to Detroit here in Miami. They should have won the NBA Finals that year. So I don't know. I think it's a good
discussion. Question.
Yeah.
Because Giannis, if he's healthy, Giannis is a top 5 player in the NBA, yeah?
Yes.
And Shaq definitely was in 05. He definitely was, right?
In 05, he was only 32 years old. Like, he wasn't washed when he came to Miami. Like, people remember him in 06 and then after that when he was washed. But that first year, he was still considered the most dominant player in the NBA, and he was still considered better than Kobe, like the leader of that Lakers team.
He wasn't the big cactus yet, but Giannis is better than Shaq was in 05.
Giannis right now
is better than Shaq was in 05. Yes.
Man, I don't know if I'm willing to say that.
I don't know.
NBA MVP.
Well, especially because, but Giannis is coming off his most injury-plagued season ever, right?
But they told him not to play. He's not injury-plagued. Milwaukee told him, do not play basketball. And he wanted to play basketball.
I still think Shaq probably was – we're splitting hairs here, but I think Shaq have been –
It's two monsters, but I think Giannis is –
If you had to rank, though, the Heat's biggest off-season acquisitions ever, LeBron's 1.
Yes.
You can argue Shaq or Giannis for 2.
Alonzo Mourning has to be in that list. Tim Hardaway Jr. or Tim Hardaway Sr.
Hardaway Jr. What about Bosh? Bosh isn't over Zoe. Bosh is over Zoe.
That's what I was going to say. Is Bosh over Zoe? Is Bosh over Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean the Heat won 2 championships with Bosh. Like, isn't that the barometer here? Who had the most success? And while we give the credit to LeBron because that's what we do, Chris Bosh still won 2 NBA titles here.
He got that rebound, but he kicked it to Ray Allen. Okay.
All right. Not falling for that one, man.
So, do you think Jimmy is a bigger acquisition than Bosh?
I don't.
No. Didn't win a title.
Went to what? He went to 2?
If the question is
went to 1.
He went to 2. 2020 NBA Finals in the bubble, and then 2023 NBA Finals. He's a 2-time Eastern Conference champion with the Miami Heat. If you
But he had more to do with that than Bosh did with the 4 appearances with the big 3.
I think Bosh Jimmy argument is a good one.
That's a good one. Which was a bigger off-season acquisition.
Because that's when Jimmy was scoring 50. And
Bosh that team
standing in the corner.
Jimmy, we saw that team without Jimmy. That team without Jimmy fell apart. Now, whether it had to do with all the rigmarole that he had caused, but I don't think if Bosh wasn't on that team, and this is unfair to do, this conversation has been had. If Bosh wasn't part of that big 3 team, do you think they go to 4 straight NBA Finals?
2 or 4.
You think it's the same outcome?
Same outcome. LeBron and D Wade could have took them to 4 championships with 2 finals.
I don't think they win 2 NBA finals without Chris
Oh,
Bosh.
my
I don't.
goodness.
Do they get to the finals? Sure. I don't think they win 2 NBA finals.
Which one?
Without
Which
Chris
one do
Bosh.
they lose because Bosh went crazy?
Well, I mean, you downplayed the greatest rebound in the history of the league. That was a pretty important rebound. And by the
That
way,
is true.
after that rebound and assist to Ray Allen, what did he do? Block Danny Green's ass in the corner as well to seal Game 6 and force a Game 7. So, like, to just downplay that, that cute little rebound that he got.
Well, but that's Crowder's methodology with everything.
Right.
You can't,
But now he's
like,
trying to make
I love the movie Titanic. He's like, a boat ride. You like a movie about a boat ride. So you can't take that for anything. It is a fair question, though. Do you think they win 2 championships without Chris Bosh? Could someone have been plug and played into Bosh's position good enough that Wade and LeBron still can do their things?
Another big, Solana. You go get another big. They can't go to 4 and win 2.
Right, but I mean, you go get another prominent shooting guard, superstar.
We don't need a shooting guard. We have Dwayne Wade. We need another big over Chris Bosh.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think LeBron and Wade, we've talked about this so many times, I don't want to rehash it, but they redefined the big position. It was LeBron and Wade playing out of the block, getting downhill, playing off of each other, and Chris Bosh spreading the floor. And while we had seen
in the corner. Standing in the corner.
Okay, all right.
Well, however you spread the floor, however it works.
I mean, who had a better NBA career? I know Jimmy Butler hasn't retired yet, but who had a better NBA career overall? It's Chris Bosh. It's not even close. Dude's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
And who's a better player in their prime? It's Chris Bosh.
And who's a better teammate? All that stuff. I'm with you. It's Chris Bosh. But it's a different it's a separate question.
No, right, but I'm just countering Crowder, who's saying, "Oh, you could just plug and play any big in Chris Bosh."
But that's a different question than whether who's a better player, Jimmy Butler or Chris Bosh.
But you can't if Chris Bosh is the better player overall. Chris Bosh had a better prime as an individual leading a team.
But he didn't need to do all that. Again, take all that stuff aside. You don't need to do all that stuff when you've got Wade and LeBron. So could you have inserted someone else?
Yes.
Who?
Hassan Whiteside, which gets me to what I really wanted to talk about. Did Hassan Whiteside's career get derailed by Eric Spoelstra? 305-567-0560.
The Heat.
What did Bosh do in Toronto? When he was the guy. He was the guy.
He was a perennial all-star, and he led that team to the playoffs.
I know you don't like stats. I have the stats pulled up. Let's be honest about this.
Let's be honest about what? The guy that LeBron James wanted to play with. It was a package deal for him to come to Miami if Chris Bosh was coming. And by the way, who got a Supermax deal to come to Miami.
By the way, don't get this twisted. Don't get this twisted. Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer. He's a Heat legend. He did everything that was asked of him and more. He was a huge part of the Big Three and the 4 championship appearances and the 2 rings. It's a separate question, though. Would you acknowledge this, Solana? Out of the Big Three, he would have been the most easily replaceable.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I've got you. See, I'm going to chip away I'm going to chip away. As long as I can get these little victories along the way here, I'll chip away. He's the most easily replaceable.
That's not saying much when I tell you he was playing alongside the greatest or the second greatest player ever who you can't replace.
That's why the question is a fair question, because LeBron and Wade are so good that could you have put someone else in that third position and they still go to 4 championships and win 2 titles?
Yeah, sure. I think you could. I could list you a couple guys in the league at that time. Carlos Boozer, for example, is a player that pops up in that same free agency class. Carlos Boozer was also a free agent.
All right.
But
so
Chris Bosh,
you do agree.
Chris Bosh was significantly better than Carlos Boozer was. And I don't think if Carlos Boozer was the third as a part of that Big Three, I don't think the Miami Heat have 2 NBA titles with that group. I don't. I think Chris Bosh was a huge part in winning 2 NBA titles.
I just looked up 2011 All-Star game. Chris Bosh is on that team, 2011. This is when they got together. The bigs are Amari Stoudemire could have won. Dwight Howard could have done the same thing Chris Bosh did. Paul Pierce was a forward. Kevin Durant was a forward. Tim Duncan was there. Paul Gasol. I know you love the Gasol brothers.
Oh, yeah. Listen, in Solana's mind, Pau Gasol could have replaced LeBron and they'd have won 3 titles.
Just think about this, Dirk Nowitzki with Wade. No, Solana, he was the easily replaceable on that roster.
Dirk Nowitzki.
That's all I'm saying.
But you're naming like Dirk Nowitzki is an
he was a max
great
player. They were all 3 max players. That's what they would call big 3 for.
Right, but if you replace Dwayne, like I'm just saying if you're gonna say, oh well, could you have replaced Dwayne Wade? Oh well, I'm gonna look up the 2011 All-Stars. Kobe Bryant.
I got it pulled up. Yeah, I mean Chris Paul.
Yeah, no, of course.
Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo. You can replace Dwayne Wade with Rajon Rondo or Derrick Rose.
I don't know what you're doing now. You yelled out Dirk Nowitzki. You yelled out an
could
NBA
do exactly what Bosh did.
No, but Dirk was unfair though because he's too good. You're taking the elite of the elite and saying I could replace someone with one of the most elite players in NBA history. You got to make it somebody more tertiary.
Stat: Amari Stoudemire
couldn't do it in Phoenix. Couldn't do it in New York.
But with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, it would have been the same thing. 2 for 4. They'd have been the 4 finals and won 2 of them.
Maybe couldn't hit a jumper
Mitchell
like
Robinson.
Chris Bosh could.
All right, let's get headlines here for the beginning of the show because Jim Larinaga is going to join us. Did you say he's in Vegas, Solana?
Yeah, he's in the LV, Hawk. He sure is.
All right, nobody calls it the LV. Headlines are brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVW.com.
He's in the lobby right now listening to this conversation, and I am 1 billion% sure that Coach L's on my side. You can't just replace Chris Bosh with anybody the way Crowder's making it seem. You can't just do that and assume that the Miami Heat are the same team.
And by the way, I do not agree with Crowder that you could replace him with anybody. I just said, is he the most replaceable? And could they have won 2 championships with someone in his stead? And I should probably set the parameters a little better. Someone in his stead, not of the level of Dirk Nowitzki or that ilk.
And I didn't look up NBA rosters. I looked up the All-Star team. Chris Bosh was on it. LeBron and D Wade were on it. Another All-Star, another big could have replaced Chris Bosh, and they would have still won 2 or 4.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's unfair to do it with Dirk Nowitzki, just like Solana said. Okay, replace Wade with Kobe Bryant. Like you can't pick from that echelon of player.
So is Amari Stoudemire too good for this argument?
No.
If the big 3 is Amari Stoudemire, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, we go to 4, we win 2.
Maybe, but when you start your argument with what did Chris Bosh really do in Toronto? Like it's such a bad faith argument by you.
It's not a bad faith argument. He averaged what, 20?
Chris Bosh was on the Redeem team. You know why, Crowder? Because
no. Now you're talking about the Olympics. I'm talking about him carrying Toronto to doing anything which he could not. He couldn't carry Toronto to anything by himself. Correct? He was
one of the 12 best players in the world.
Could he not carry his team to anything in Toronto?
Christian Laettner was on one of those teams. So let's slow
him and Christian Laettner, they couldn't do it. Come on now. Like I don't, y'all make me sound like I hate Chris Bosh. Bosh could play ball, but you're acting like he was a big cog. He wasn't a big cog.
Yeah, no, you're right. He wasn't a big cog.
I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hall of Famer.
No. Now you're talking about accolades of what he did in the past. I'm talking about with the Heat. Amari Stoudemire could have done the same thing Chris Bosh did.
How do you become
a third piece of 4 of 2?
How do you become a Hall of Famer? By being a cog, a major cog.
I want to talk about
a perennial
Hassan
champion.
Whiteside. No, let's bang through headlines so we have enough time with Jim Larinaga.
You want headline talk? Here's your first headline. Crowder doesn't know ball. How about that for a headline? Yeah. Crowder does not know ball, and he's downplaying Chris Bosh as he always does. I don't know why.
19-8-2 career. 19-8-2 career. That's impressive.
If you were in studio right now,
19-8-2 career. That doesn't mean anything. I know you don't like stats unless it's PER and plus minus.
You had 1 interception your entire career.
19-8-2, and I'm not a Hall of Famer. And Chris Bosh didn't do anything but be a third piece on a championship team. Let's be honest.
Crazy, man. So disrespectful.
But that was his role, to be the third piece on a championship team. And he's not saying anything that's factually incorrect.
And that's what, and I don't give somebody credit from taking a back seat. When we run up to the car, me, you, Solana, and Jimmy run up to the car, and I say, I'll get in the back, in the middle. I'll ride, bitch. Does I get credit for that?
A little bit. All right, go ahead. Come on. I want to get to Coach Al, and then we got some soccer to watch at 3.
Otto Lopez got a hit in the
Yeah, he
MLB
did.
All-Star game yesterday. I have some
Barbara,
thoughts
that
on the
froze me out. I couldn't find that prop.
Yeah. I have some thoughts on the MLB All-Star game. I'll share with you later on in the show. Argentina versus England. Winner gets the Falkland Islands.
That's a great reference from my day. That is a great reference from the 80s.
The Malvinas controversy, that's what we call it in South America, Las Malvinas. The Falkland Islands is a constant joke amongst the Solana family with our Argentinian family.
That's
My dad
funny.
loves to rub it in their face that they lost a war in 10 months or 10 weeks. So I know all about the Falkland Islands War from 1983. Yeah. Today, 3 o'clock, winner will play España, Jimmy's side, in the World Cup final.
Jimmy's on one
Sunday.
side today, baby, and that's on hot dogs.
Yeah.
Loser gets to play in the third place game, which Americans are outraged about because how dare they play a third place game in Miami on Saturday at 5 o'clock.
All right.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 94 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. This weather report is brought to you by, I can't wait for Coach L to rip Crowder.
I'm looking at him now backstage, and I'm trying to figure out where if he's annoyed.
I know where he's going. Coach L, some great memories with that big 3 roster. Like
We all do.
Around.
We all do.
And I love it, and I enjoyed it. I got here in 05, and I rolled right in the shack, and I rolled right into
Bring up
three.
Coach L for 1 second. I just want to get a sneak preview here. Give us a sneak preview of your take on what Crowder and me and Solana are talking about.
Can you hear me? Can you guys
Yes, sir.
hear me?
Yeah.
Crowder, what are you saying, man? Are you crazy?
Huh.
I don't think his mic is hooked up though, Solana. So we'll do
Coach,
that during the commercial
You
break.
put Amari Stoudemire as the number 3 on that team, they still win 2 championships.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but it's not as good as when the mic is actually selected.
Oh,
Wait till the next segment. Wait till
We'll figure it out, Coach.
allow
We'll
your
figure this
anger
thing
to
out.
fester.
I'm chomping at the bit to get in.
All right. Let's go to break, Solana, and then we'll allow Coach L to get all his thoughts.
Oh, I can't wait. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Jim Larinaga is next.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
I have a package
Corn
of
dog.
frozen corn dogs in my freezer right now as we speak.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You don't want your headphones on?
Hey, Coach.
Yeah, I tried it with headphones and it didn't work. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Okay, why don't we do this?
Let me try it with you though, because this.
Okay.
Let me just try this.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, that sounds a little bit better.
Oh, it does?
It does. Yes, it does.
Okay. I need to put my volume up a little bit more though then.
Yeah, I can raise you on my end as well.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
No, I need to hear you guys better.
Okay. On the actual, you're using an iPad, right?
Yeah.
On the side of the iPad, there might be some buttons that you can click that's like a plus or a minus sign that would raise the volume. I don't know without seeing it if it's like vertical or horizontal right now, your iPad.
Yeah, it's let me. I hate to do this because I'm not so good with the.
Yeah.
How about now?
Let's see. Test 1, 2, 3.
Oh! Now you're too loud. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, how about now?
Test 1, 2, 3. Test,
That's
1, 2,
what
3.
I need.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, and you definitely sound much better right now.
Let me see if I get this out of the way. I'm good now on video too?
Yes, you sound much better right now. Absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Coach. We're back in 4 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Convertible.
All right. Admittedly, kind of an unfair radio trick that I did to foment an argument that I knew Crowder was going to be on one side and the rest of the world would be on the other side. This started, Jim Larinaga, by the way, is the winningest head coach in University of Miami men's basketball history. I think he's having trouble hearing us, Solana. Can you hear us, Coach? I don't think he's able to hear us. Let's make sure that we get him situated. But anyway, I'll bring him on here. He's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Solana will get this corrected. Jim Larinaga, winningest head coach in UM men's basketball history, joined us every Wednesday during basketball season. Has taken a couple Wednesdays off. He's in Vegas. Here's the thing. Again, it's a radio trick, right? I know what side Crowder's going to be on. But it was, in all honesty, the question, I didn't mean to get into the Chris Bosh debate again, because I know where Crowder falls on that, and I know where Solana falls on that, and I know where most of the Heat Nation falls on it, just reading the chats and the texts. Everyone wants Crowder to go to hell and jump into the creek.
Jump into the creek.
But I thought the question that got us to that place was a fair question, which is who ended up being a bigger offseason acquisition for the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler or Chris Bosh? I didn't mean it to turn into the Chris Bosh Big Three debate, which we've had before. I'm vamping a little bit because I'm trying to get Solana to get Coach L connected there. So we'll ask Coach L. I will tell you, I'll remind you since I have a second here, we have a chance for you to win VIP tickets to Gulfstream Park's Taste at the Track, tacos and tequila, Saturday, July 25th. So if you want to enter to win those passes, go to WQAM.com, click on contests, and you can register to win right there. Gulfstream Park, they've got summer racing, live racing, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays through August 31st. But you can register to win at WQAM.com. Do we have Coach connected now?
I hope so.
Okay, we can hear you. You can hear us?
I can hear you perfectly, Hawk.
All right, we're gonna have to make his volume. We'll have to ride the gain on him a little bit because he sounds a little bit far away. So again, the question that got us debating about Chris Bosh, I didn't mean for it to be a Big Three debate. I meant for it to be, which I think is a fair question, who ends up, because the Heat are introducing Giannis tomorrow, who ends up being the bigger offseason acquisition for the Heat? The rankings go LeBron 1, and then you can argue whether it's Giannis or Shaq, number 2. And then you can get down to Jimmy Butler, Alonzo Mourning. There's a lot of places you can get. But then it devolved into, could the Heat Big Three have won 2 championships without Chris Bosh? And you say what, Coach?
No.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. If you put Dirk Nowitzki on that squad, then you win 4 in a row.
Right. But it's got to be someone, not on that echelon.
So you don't lose to them. No, here's the thing. Chris Bosh was part of the Three Amigos. All right. Now, they're not all.
We have an audio problem. Hold on, Coach. We're having audio problems because I see Solana's shaking his head. Do we want to just get him on the phone?
Yeah, we'll just get him on the phone. No problem.
Right,
I'll call you right
audio
now.
Problems there. That was Solana trying to. The light is on, Hawk. The light is... Wait, you got to take Coach off the video. Oh, we're going to watch him on the video while we do him on the phone. Oh, that makes sense. All right. Watching Coach answer the phone now.
Yeah. 17-7-1 really put us over the edge.
Well, again, though, if you're teammates with LeBron and Wade, you can't put up 28, 12, and 4. You can't.
No. I agree with that, but I just can't. And I don't dislike Chris Bosh's ability. And I say, like you said, moving the bar. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a great basketball player. But he was the third. We could have found another third with Wade and LeBron and still won 2 out of 4 championships. That's my whole point.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. But it would have to be a certain caliber of player to replace Chris Bosh. Dirk Nowitzki, not a fair conversation because
Dirk
he's
is a
an
monster,
elite
yes.
superstar. But the Amari Stoudemire question is a fair question. Now I see Jim Larinaga is on the phone. I think we're going to be able to hear him better. We can look at him too. All right, go ahead, Coach.
Well, here's what I'm saying. First of all, the argument is you have the three amigos with LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh. And there's no question how they complement each other. If you substituted Dirk Nowitzki, who's even a greater player than Bosh, who has all the same skill levels, he can step outside and shoot the three. He can play back to the basket. He's a terrific passer. He's also a Hall of Famer. But if you substitute Amari Stoudemire, who can't shoot outside, and then you stand him in the corner, he's a waste because no one has to guard him because he's not a shooter. He can't hit the three. So I have to say this honestly, Solana, stick to football, man. So I'm sorry, Crowder, stick to football. Solana was right 100%.
Okay. So, but Coach, let me just say that you're a coach, and I think that if you had Stat, LeBron, and Wade, you would figure out how to use those three the same way that Spo figured out how to use the big three. If you know the guy can't shoot, now you're figuring it out. But you have now three All-Stars. Bosh was the number three, right? He was the number three. We all know that. That's why his numbers were what they were. If you have a lesser number three outside the arc, you're going to figure out how to use that number three inside the arc. It's coaching at that point.
That's not really true because everything is about your skill level. Amari, he takes up the inside. He drives. He posts up. That eliminates LeBron and D Wade posting up on their players because the way the Heat won the first one against OKC was putting LeBron wherever the matchup was best in favor of the Heat. So when he had a smaller guy like Cephalosha was guarding, he'd post him up. When he had Kendrick Perkins on him, he'd step outside and either hit the three or Perkins would come out to guard him. He'd just drive right by him and either score or dish for a wide open three himself. That's why a guy like Shane Battier was so key in one of the championship runs because he could shoot the three. And the Bosh rebound and kick out assist, suppose Bosh shot that. Right, now you lose by one. It doesn't matter. You've got to make the right play at the right time. And all these NBA games, you just looked at the finals. How many of them came down to the last minute of play where someone has to step up, like OG tipping one in to get the win for the Knicks? I mean, all these things, it comes down to chemistry. My wife just told me it's chemistry. That's why the big three won 2 championships. And they could have won 4. They were right there.
This is maybe my favorite comment that I've ever seen appear on the chat. Hey, the same way you connect to the PC the first time with Coach, just do that over and over. Yeah, we know. He just happens to be in Vegas today, and he's on an iPad, not on his computer with the microphone and the headphones. What are you doing in Vegas? You doing something with Summer League?
Yeah, my son is coaching the LA Clippers. He's the head coach of the LA Clippers Summer League team. My wife and I flew out here, and we've rented a timeshare for the week. We're watching all the games, going to the practices, and having a blast. And his team, I watched him play against Darren Peterson, the number 2 pick in the draft. The Clippers have Keaton Wagler, who is the number 5 player in the draft. And we've watched we watched AJ DeBanster play, who's the number 1 player in the draft. And actually, the Clippers play the Wizards, DeBanster's team, tonight, but I don't think AJ is playing.
Have you seen the Chicago Bulls? Caleb Wilson.
My favorite draft choice, Caleb Wilson. He's awesome.
I am peppering Crowder and Solana with Caleb Wilson highlights. You're telling me a team with him, Maras Buzelis, and Josh Giddey isn't making a beeline for the championship?
I will say that Caleb Wilson clearly put his name in the running for Rookie of the Year, although this is a tremendous rookie class. You know, DeBanster and Peterson and Caleb and Cameron Boozer and Keaton Wagler and all these other guys. I watched Cameron Carr play last night, and he was like the 24th player chosen, and he's going to be in the conversation because he's that good.
Yeah, I'm I'm fascinated with what goes on with this rookie class because there's some real talent in there.
I wanted to ask about that, Hawk, too. Like, can you tell, because they're not playing against the top dogs, but you can still watch them. Can you see once they get to Vegas, can you see if they can excel at this level?
Well, you can certainly evaluate their skills and their athleticism, and you see their size. Some guys are very skinny, right? They're going to need to get bigger and stronger. That's not going to happen overnight, so it's not something you're going to see this season. But you're going to see their potential to end up being in the same category as like a Kevin Durant, who, you know, is long and lean. He's not that wide body guy. But I've seen a lot of guys. Will Riley had a great game. I think he scored 30 or 35 points the game I watched. And there are several others. The kid from, I think it's Arkansas, the leading scorer, we recruited, now I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But he was a tremendous a player in the summer league.
We've had this text conversation a few times over the last couple of weeks. Where do you think LeBron ends up?
You know, originally I was thinking the Golden State Warriors. And when Solana brought up that he'd come to the Heat, I said, no, that's dreamland. Now, I don't know, he might come back to Miami and help us win another championship. I think it's I won't say a remote possibility anymore. I think it's a realistic possibility. If Pat Riley can work his magic and get him here to work with Giannis, this could be an awesome year for the Heat. The Cavaliers have to still be in consideration as well as the Philadelphia 76ers, I believe.
And Coach, what's the best roster? If you're consulting LeBron, because you got Allen, you got Mobley. I don't think he wants to play with James Harden, but you still got Donovan Mitchell. Down here, you got Giannis and Bam. Golden State, you got Steph. You know, we don't know where Klay Thompson's going. What's the best roster as we sit here today?
Philly's got a strong roster too.
Oh, well, Philly got some dogs over there, Coach.
You know, if he goes to Philly, I don't think that's going to play out the way their talent would suggest. And the reason is the same word I used a little while ago as to why the Heat was so good. And that was great chemistry. The pieces fit very, very well together. I think Philadelphia and also the Cavaliers, just not a great fit for him. The perfect fit is the Miami Heat. Right, Solana?
I mean, he doesn't have to play defense, Coach. Bam and Giannis and Andrew Wiggins take care of all of that. He gets to come, be a distributor, enter his Magic Johnson era as just Showtime passer, gets to throw lobs to Bam and Giannis. Genuinely, tell me a better situation than that. I don't know one.
Oh, there's one more. Then he can come over to the U, work out in our practice facility. And if he wants to win a championship like he did in Cleveland, they did their whole preseason before the preseason at the U in our practice facility. He brought the whole Cleveland Cavaliers team. That brought him good luck. And I'm a great believer in that kind of superstition. Whatever works, do it again. So come on, LeBron, come down to Coral Gables and lead the Heat to another championship.
But if you put him on the team, Bam, Giannis, LeBron, Andrew Wiggins, Portis,
Davion would be the one, right?
Mitchell,
Yeah.
Pella Larson,
Tim Hardaway Jr. Where are they in the East? Are they on the Knicks level?
They're in the Southeast. They're in the South Florida. I don't know if you know geography.
I didn't mean actually. Where are they geographically?
You weren't talking geography. You're talking about in conference.
Could you find Argentina on a map? By the way,
what?
Could you find Argentina on a map?
Absolutely. I've been there, actually twice, and I got sick when I came home both times.
What continent is it on?
It's in South America.
All right. You do know what you're talking about. I thought you were BSing there.
Hey, Coach, what if LeBron says, I want to come back to Miami only if I can have Coach L's courtside seats to every Canes home basketball game, would you be willing to give up your courtside seats for a season or two if it meant LeBron James brings his talents back to Miami?
I'll give him the tickets that I have so he can sit wherever the heck he wants, because I don't actually have a ticket to the game. I just sit where I want.
Big man.
That's when you know you've made it. When you walk into the arena and you just kind of take a seat wherever you want. That's when
I
you know
just
you've
sit
made
down.
it. What if he said, I'll come back, but they've got to take Jim Laranaga's banner out of the rafters?
Let's do it. Hey, I'm all about winning. That was ancient history. My career is over. We need. Red Auerbach had a great saying, and I loved it, and I've used it. What have you done for me lately? And that's the story here. LeBron, you won 2 championships here, but what have you done for the Heat lately? If you want to come back and win another one, we'll welcome you back.
Crowder, what if LeBron said, I'm willing to come back, but the name of the radio show has to be Hochman, Solana, Jimmy, and the former Dolphin linebacker?
I'm down. I'm with Coach. We gotta win, baby. I'm a winner.
I wouldn't agree to moving my name off front billing on this show for anyone.
You know what? Because you're selfish.
Maybe for Modest Buzella. All right, we got to let Coach go. Do you gamble while you're in Vegas?
Oh,
I haven't been in a casino. We've been here a week, and I haven't been in a casino. I'm all about hoops. I'm all about the summer league. So we're looking forward to seeing the Wizards play the Clippers tonight, 7:30 Vegas time. So if you can't sleep, you got insomnia, put on the TV. It'll be on at 10:30 East Coast time.
Well, Coach, you can go to the Aria, ask for Mike in the high limits room, and play 11, 23, and 9.
I'm right across the street from the Aria.
Oh, Coach, this is God's sent.
You got to get over there, Coach.
Yeah. All right. I'm headed over there right now.
I mean, you're a man of means. A man of means in a casino can't lose.
Yeah.
You can lose. You can for sure lose.
All right. Well, hey, listen, I got one more comparison. LeBron, D. Wade, and Bosch are just like Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
That's right. Now, who's
They
Bosch,
work
though?
very well together. Great chemistry. I'll see you guys.
Bosch? Who's Bosch?
You'll have to figure that one out.
I'm Wade, Coach. You don't got to lie to us.
Hey, Coach, one other thing. Coach, one other thing.
What?
Is a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese a full meal?
Oh, goodness.
Is what?
A box of Kraft macaroni and cheese a meal?
Absolutely.
Of course.
It's what every freshman at the U, when they figure out they have a microwave oven and they need a dinner, they just throw in the mac and cheese and they got a nice meal for themselves.
Per
Coach,
dinner,
that's
right?
a side. That's a macaroni and cheese is a side, Coach.
Yeah, for someone your size. But for someone eats like a normal meal, mac and cheese will fill you up.
Yeah, perfect meal. Thank you, Coach.
Gracious.
You set him straight on Bosch and Kraft macaroni and cheese.
He
What a
tightened
perfect
me up.
appearance.
Tighten me up twice today. Appreciate you,
See you,
Coach.
Coach.
See you guys.
There you go, Coach Jim Larinaga. We had some audio problems, but that was fun. Worked out perfectly at the end. All right, let's take a break. The match will be underway when we come back, right? It's 2:52. Match gets underway at 3. Anybody have any money riding on this Argentina match?
What should we do? I want to put money on it.
Bet a tie again.
I bet a tie yesterday and lost.
Yeah, but who knew that Mbappe was going to crap the bed?
I think this one is going to go the distance. I think it's going to be for sure tied after 90 minutes, and for sure it'll enter extra time. I really do. I believe that.
Bet a tie. What's a tie? Like plus 190, plus 200? He doesn't know how to figure it out. I probably
He has
should have
no
asked.
idea.
I probably should
Oh,
have
you
checked
asking
it
me?
myself. Yeah, I probably should have checked it myself. Let me see here. I got to go to
tie.
break anyway.
Well, before we get to that, since we have a quick little pause, just a quick
Plus
reminder.
185, by the way. Plus 185.
What's my password?
What were you
Password.
saying, Solana?
I was just going to remind everybody, since we had some silence there for a second while you looked, you mentioned Kylian Mbappe, how you pronounced his name yesterday.
I know one guy on France, Mbappe. 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 Mbappe.
I didn't say it.
You were listening.
Yeah, go to commercial anyway. It was a perfect time.
If it's going down, you know we on it. If it's going down, you know we on it. WQAM got Miami sports. Yeah, we run it.
The LeBron to the Heat story continues to bubble. Tyler Hero says he's ready to move on from the Bam incident, and the Heat play the Raptors in Summer League action tomorrow night.
1-800-747-FREE.
All right, we're watching soccer. We're underway, baby. England, Argentina, 0-0, fourth minute. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure a lot of people have tuned out. We are no longer part of their sports afternoon.
It's 305.
Dale.
Dale.
God bless. Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. So everybody universally loves Jim Larinaga. If you look at the comments on the chat or on the text line, I was just reading a comment on the text line. When I put the radio on to listen to it in the shower, I heard you guys talking about Bosch and thought, oh my God, it's late July and there is nothing to talk about. And then you had Larinaga come on, and it turned into one of the greatest segments I've ever heard you guys do on your show. I love that guy and love when you have him on. I don't think there's anything better on the radio. I love it. We feel the same way. It's why I was so disappointed when Coach L said he was taking the summer off, because he was on with us. He would join us for an entire hour on Wednesdays. The guy can talk about anything. And he has such vast experience when it comes to basketball. You can't help but listen to his opinions, whether it's Bosch, LeBron, the Heat, the Big Three, Amari. He just knows what he's talking about. So we are in complete agreement with you, Texter. When Larinaga is on, this show is better. But even with that being said, Zach Gelb is going to join us this hour. Alex Dono is going to join us from ACC Media Days in the 4 o'clock hour. So we have a lot of stuff to get to, and obviously we'll be keeping an eye on this England-Argentina match. It's the 6th minute scoreless, and we will see what happens in this final World Cup semifinal, which is going on right now.
You don't want to hear a funny story?
I would.
Yes. So that's why I was a little late, because Chan's about to run. He runs a mile and a half every day around the neighborhood. So I'm out there and we're talking. But last night, do you know some dude named Grogan or some ex-Navy SEAL that's on social media?
Yeah.
What's his name, Solana?
He's the dude that like basically calls you a bitch if you quit or whatever, right?
And he's like 190 pounds. And
Yeah.
the back door was open. We're sitting there. We're watching the All-Star game.
David Goggins.
So they're like, yeah, what if David Goggins walk in? I'm like, I don't know this Grogan dude, whatever his name is, but if he walks in my house, I'm going to whoop him. And my kids are like, you're not going to be able to whoop him. And I was like, pull him up. And they showed me a picture and he has all abs and all this stuff, but he's 190 pounds. And I'm like, I'm going to choke him to death. So then fast forward, now we get to the point of what if somebody walks in our back door with a gun? I'm like, if they have a gun, they're going to shoot me. I'm like, it's over. What if they have a bat? I say, if they have a bat, I'm going to eat one hit and then I'm going to grab them. So Chan grabs a bat and he walks in the back door and he's like, what are you going to do? I never thought my son would hit me in the face with a bat. I'm thinking he's going to aim low, hit me in the leg. So I'm protecting like my lower body and my ribs. And he whaps me straight in the face with the bat. And I'm bleeding. I had to put a Band-Aid on. And he was like,
what is going on at that household?
I'm trying to teach him life lessons.
He hit you with a bat? Yeah, I'd have whooped his ass. And you know I'm not a proponent of that.
I grabbed, but I told him, like, I was like, you know, if somebody walks from the bat, you got to eat one to get a hit. And then when he hit me with the bat, I grabbed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grabbed him, I took the bat from him. But then I feel the blood running down my face. And I'm like, you hit me in the face with the bat? I thought you would hit me in the ribs or the leg. And yeah, he whacked me right in the side of my face with the bat.
Different world. But as long as that texter was complaining like, oh, it's July, you're talking about Bosch, it reminds me of another conversation we've had on this show before. Crowder believes that he would whoop Floyd Mayweather's ass.
He's too little. He's 130. He's 130. I'm going to eat
But
one
he's Floyd
coming in.
Mayweather. Like, he's got a skill set that you don't have.
I'm not boxing Floyd Mayweather. I'm running up on him, and he's going to catch me with one in the head, and I'm going to dump him.
But my contention would be you're going to fight Floyd Mayweather by the means he decides, because he's got so much skill and history as a fighter that you can't just determine I'm not going to box him. Like, if he's too fast for boxers, he's going to be too fast for you. He's going to get a couple licks in, and I think you're going to be done.
Have you seen the movie Primate?
No.
Long story short, it's a monkey that goes crazy with rabies and starts biting people's faces off.
That's going to be you?
If I grab a 130-pound person, Hawk, it's going to be Primate.
But you can't grab them in boxing. That's the whole point.
No. This is a fight, though. This is Floyd Mayweather's walking in his back door. He's just he's walking in his back door.
Street fight.
Yep.
It's a street fight. Like, there's no rules, there's no ref, there's no nothing. If I get my hands on a 130-pound human being, the fight's over.
Could he snuff out Floyd Mayweather?
I'm gonna bite his face off.
Yeah. I don't think you've ever, maybe you've been in fights before, you fought NFL players. I don't think you've ever taken a punch from a guy who may not be
arguably the best boxer of our generation.
And I could not outbox Floyd Mayweather. I couldn't outbox. I'll admit that. But if he walks into my backyard and he's coming into my back door and I grab a hold of Floyd, who's a friend of mine, it's curtains for him. I'm not letting go. And I'm biting his face off like Primate.
He'll punch you one time in the gut and your spleen will shatter.
No, he won't. I've seen him punch.
Certain that he won't, though. He's Floyd Mayweather.
But I've seen him punch other guys that just eat Pacquiao. I've seen him punch little dudes.
You're not on either of their levels. Pacquiao knows how to take a punch.
Hawk, I'm 260 pounds and
you
a dude half my size.
By your 13-year-old son.
He busts me in the face with a bat. I don't know how to defend that. I thought he was going low. He went high.
You know who can kick Floyd Mayweather's ass and Crowder's ass? Probably
Chris
combined.
Bosh.
Man, Chris Bosh.
Joe Mazzulla. You see this Joe?
Just
on
pure anger?
You didn't see this video of Joe Mazzulla boxing?
No.
This was going viral. I'll send it to you guys. Joe Mazzulla, the Celtics head coach, who's 6'2", by the way, not a little dude, 6'2", chiseled boxing. Bro, this dude is jacked, cut, lean. Like, Joe Mazzulla, you don't F with that dude, man.
I've told him before, once a dude never gets a haircut, I'm concerned with them.
You could tell he's the kind of guy, he's so locked in on whatever he decides he's interested in. So if he's interested in boxing, that's all he does.
Yep.
Like he's got those crazy eyes. Like Joe Mazzulla, I would never have with.
Joe is 6'2". I thought he was little.
I thought he was too. Yeah, me too. But I looked it up yesterday. I just sent you guys the video. No joke. Look at. I'm talking about this dude looks like he's a boxer. He's jacked.
Look at the picture.
He's just sparring. He's in a ring.
Oh no, I got him.
He is cut, man.
He got fat back.
Fat back?
Yeah.
Crowder, you have a fat everything right now.
Chris Bosh walks in your back door. You think you could take him in a fight? Because he's skinny, but he's got size, man.
He is big. There's a lot of jokes I could tell, but what's Chris Bosh? 6'10", 6'11"?
Yeah, 6'10".
Yeah. But Chris Bosh,
we're both going to the hospital. I don't know who's going to win the fight, but we're both going to the hospital.
Chris Bosh is one of these guys, kind of like Joe Mazzulla. They have like secret passions. He's a guitar player. He's a poet. Wouldn't shock me if Chris Bosh knows Taekwondo.
Well, also, though, Chris Bosh had to bang in the paint. And I know he's not really a paint player, but still, he's going up against bigs. He knows what it's like to eat elbows and punches. Like, as much as you might play on the perimeter, that is still a physical game for any dude his size. I'm not necessarily certain you're getting past Bosh.
He walks in my back door. My wife and kids are in the house. Me and Chris Bosh are both in the ambulance.
Jimmy, you worked security once.
Yep, I used to.
Chris Bosh walks in your house, hell-bent on causing problems. What do?
Call supervisor.
All right, let's get headlines because Zach Gelb is going to join us in the next few minutes.
Jimmy, what was your supervisor's name? I know he hated you.
You had him on speed dial without question.
No, I had many supervisors, depending on what position I was in.
Who did you call the most?
I don't know. I forget their names.
How often did you call a supervisor in any given shift?
Not often, actually.
500 times a shift?
No. Only when I needed a break.
Headlines are brought to you by Durrell Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Volkswagen or DurrellVW.com.
Can I give you guys my MLB All-Star Game observations?
Sure.
I want to start with a positive. No specific MLB All-Star jersey. So all the players wore their own jerseys, and obviously the National League wore white because they were the home team, and the AL wore like whatever dark variation of their jersey. I love that. I wish the NBA would go back to that. There's just something cool about it, and let's be honest, nobody wants an all-star jersey anyways. I'm good. I'm not buying an all-star jersey. When am I ever going to wear an all-star jersey?
Agreed.
Now for the negatives. And it's not so much a negative.
Did you watch any of it, or are these just observations you've stolen from other people?
I watched the home run derby, and I watched the entire game, 9 innings.
Did?
Because, Chan loves baseball. We watched the whole thing last night.
I watched the first inning, and they had the pitcher and the catcher mic'd up.
Yep.
And they were talking about pitches. They weren't doing pitch signals. It was the coolest damn thing I'd ever seen.
Agreed.
They had your boy, PCA, mic'd up during a game.
Oh, they did? I had turned it off by then.
Man, he's cool. I fell in love with him mic'd up. He's just so nonchalant about everything he does.
I mean, do you see what's going on in Chicago with PCA? Who's the White Sox home run hitter?
Murakami.
Yeah. Caleb Wilson, Caleb Williams, Modest Buzelis, Connor Bedard. I mean, Chicago and Miami are the epicenters of sports superstars.
I was going to pitch to you guys a Panthers, Heat, Miami Hurricanes championship 3-leg parlay to put it in today if anybody else wanted to ride with me.
Oh, I kind of like that.
My boy, one of my boys, Georgie, not Georgie Music, but this guy I play pickleball with, big Heat fan, and he was telling me yesterday, I think I'm riding with all three. I'm putting in the parlay today. And the odds he was telling me were really good. Maybe we want to dabble in that.
And what about Coach L? Said Caleb Wilson, Rookie of the Year.
That I want no part of. By all means, Hawk, I'm rooting for you. I think Caleb Wilson's fun. I want no part of that bet.
Why not?
Come on, let's be honest. I'm with the Panther leg because I think they have a superior roster. Do we know what Mensa's going to do with Miami and also the Heat? The Heat might.
People are high on Darian Mensah. I mean, we can talk with Gelb in the next segment. You know how much he loves him.
But they're not in the top 4 if you have to pick Eastern teams, and you still got the West.
The Miami Heat?
No. With Philly?
Maybe right now they're not.
Knicks?
but we can get them right now before LeBron announces his decision. Because if LeBron does announce he's coming to Miami, the value there is going to plummet.
Oh, the value's now, before. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm suggesting if there was a time to do it, maybe this is our year, baby.
What about we
305.
throw in the Dolphins too?
For what?
For
what? 17
What if the
games
entire
played?
Dolphins roster shows up at your back door, Crowder? They go 4-13.
I'm worried about Jordan Brooks. That's about it.
Hawk, I had the exact same experience yesterday. I watched one inning in the All-Star game. I thought it was phenomenal. And then by the second inning, I was just bored. Like, the game's meaningless. The players are being interchanged. I was bored. So here's what I came up with yesterday. And I didn't steal this from anybody. Genuinely, I was thinking of this.
That would be interesting.
Make it a best-of-3 series, and they only play 3 innings. So you could split up the game into 3 innings, and the first 3 innings matter. Like, the teams want to win that first iteration of the series. Also, in the All-Star game, let them play with metal bats. Like, we want to see dingers. Let them play with metal bats. Why not? It's supposed to be fun, right? Let them just rip ding-dongs the entire time. That'll keep me captivated, because by the 3rd and 4th inning, it was so boring. There's no rhythm to the game anymore. Guys are just being taken out for other guys I've never heard of. Now you're playing 3 series, up to 3 innings, and there's metal bats involved. There's just homer after homer after
But
homer.
it's not homer after homer.
It wouldn't be
180 mile an hour screamers at the pitcher's skull.
Yeah. And the reason
that's why they don't have aluminum bats in Major League Baseball, because Max Meyer is taking 180 mile an hour grapefruits off the dome.
I can consider that.
And the reason that you say it's boring is because the pitching was immaculate.
Yeah, but is it immaculate, or is there just there's no continuity, and you're getting a fresh pitcher every single at bat?
But Solana, you're playing like the best pitchers in the world are playing against batters, and the pitching is more.
All right, anything else? Because I want to have time.
The pitchers were better than the batters.
There's 10 hits in the first inning combined. I mean, come on, get out of here.
And then they pulled him, and then somebody was throwing 103, another guy was throwing 96, 72, 96, 98. Like, the pitching was crazy last night.
Somebody pointing out on the text, you couldn't even jump over a puddle, and you think you're going to beat Floyd Mayweather in a street fight?
I know my house.
Your teeth get knocked out when you don't take a punch. Imagine. Your tongue might fall out.
I ate a box of Sprees and my tooth fell out 2 days ago.
All right, anything else in the headline, Solana? 0-0, by the way, England, Argentina, 22nd minute.
The Marlins are going to be back tomorrow. They're going to be in Milwaukee. I'm sorry, Friday. What's today, Wednesday? They'll be back Friday. They're going to be in Milwaukee, and I just got this push notification, but it looks like the Heat's second-round pick, Ryan Conwell, will miss the remainder of the Summer League for the Miami Heat. Your weather. In South Florida, it is 94 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
Zach Gelb is going to join us from New York City in the next segment. Remember, a couple National Hot Dog Days ago, he was supposed to join us with a dirty water hot dog. I wasn't there, but he showed up with some, it was fraudulent, right?
Well, no, he portrayed like he went down the street, picked up a dirty water hot dog, came back on the air and said, all right, we're going to eat the dirty water hot dog, ate it, pretended like it was. And then 4 months later, came on the show and was like, hey, I have something to reveal. That was just a hot dog I bought at the corner store. It wasn't a dirty water hot dog. So he lied to us.
So he had like made it out of a pack and fired it up on the George Foreman grill.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Today we're expecting actual dirty water hot dog from a street corner in New York. See if we get it or not. All right. If you've been rolling with Hard Rock Bet throughout the world's biggest soccer tournament, don't miss the biggest match, the one we've all been waiting for, which is the final on Sunday. If you haven't joined the party yet, there's never been a better time. Sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Place a $5 bet. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. It's payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Maybe you're headed to Miami Stadium for the third place match. Download Hard Rock Bet. Make this memorable match day count with a same game parlay, however you draw it up. Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your picks into an epic same game parlay. It'll be France versus either England or Argentina in the third place game. Maybe you bet a player prop before the game. Time goes by, the match is in the 60th minute. You're waiting on that one moment to win your bet, and then your player gets subbed off. You think your bet is over. On Hard Rock Bet, it's not. Your bet stays on thanks to Super Sub. If your player is subbed off, you still win if their replacement fulfills the bet. And you ever bet on a soccer match that ended 0-0? That's why Hard Rock Bet has no goals, no problem. If you bet on a team to win in regulation and the match ends scoreless after 90 minutes and stoppage time, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $250. So when the goals go missing, your bet doesn't. Check out No Goals, No Problem on Hard Rock Bet today. Also, the final golf major tees off tomorrow in the UK, and Hard Rock Bet is your home to swing for the green. Whether you just want to pick a winner or live bet the action hole by hole, get in on the action on the Hard Rock Bet app. Make sure you download it today. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
I gave up squirrel meat.
Oh, good for you. That'll be tough to keep.
Got plenty of ways for you to listen to your favorite shows and favorite teams on WQAM.
How is that, if I may ask?
We're at FM 104.3, or you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. Check it out now.
0-0. England, Argentina, 34th minute. I don't know if Gelb is interested in the World Cup at all. We'll find out. Zach Gelb's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He hosts the Zach Gelb Show on 365 Sports. He's the studio host for NFL and college basketball on Compass Media Networks. You'll hear him hosting shows on a bunch of Odyssey stations, including ours. And you hear him on WFAN in New York, WEEI in Boston. Follow him on social media at Zach Gelb, ZACHGELB. Are you interested in the World Cup, Gelby?
Solana shaking his head like I'm not the preeminent soccer guy on this show. Since the round of 16, when I was down in North Carolina and it was on in the background and all those crazy Argentina games, I am becoming more interested in soccer. But no, it's kind of still a little bit like the All-Star game, if you ask me, where you're watching and you're like, oh, this could be a snooze fest at times.
Oh, you got an ally with Crowder right there. Are you watching this match right now, England, Argentina?
I will turn it on after this wonderful conversation. I just got out of a pool and quickly made myself somewhat presentable for this show. But I'm actually a little bit fearful because of what happened with Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. Do you know why that is?
No, you're expecting the same sort of thing to happen to you?
Well, Crowder said he would kick my ass when I did all those fill-in shows, and I kept on making those Drake references with his wife. But I think I will actually put up more of a fight than Tyler Hero did. But I can see Crowder being Bam Adebayo in that regard.
Yeah, Gelby, I don't know if you heard the show today, but they think I'm just a pie. I'm just a bag of mashed potatoes.
We don't think you're pie, but if Floyd Mayweather snuck into Crowder's house in the back door, Crowder thinks he could snuff out Floyd Mayweather because he's 112 pounds or whatever he is. And Solana and I are kind of the opinion, well, he's kind of a professional boxer and one of the best ever. I know you got size, but what do you think happens?
I'm double his size.
If Crowder gets his hands on him, I think he could win. The problem with Floyd is Floyd just likes to dance, and Crowder has those like chicken legs because his knees aren't that great. So if Crowder goes and throws a punch and then he gets a little weak in the knees, that could be the end of Channing Crowder.
I grab him. That's my whole point. If I put my hands on him, it's curtains. We're falling to the ground, and I'm going to bite his face off like Primate the movie.
Yeah, or like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. You put a little Crowder powder on that ear, and then away we go.
Gelb, today's National Hot Dog Day, and a couple of years ago, you bamboozled us. You were supposed to have a dirty water hot dog. I wasn't even here, but I remember the results of it. Do you have a dirty water hot dog with you right now? You're in New York.
I'm on beautiful Long Island right now, so there is no dirty water hot dogs here. So I've disappointed you once again.
No hot dog on National Hot Dog Day from the New Yorker.
Well, maybe if I got like a little bit more than, I don't know, 3 hours notice for this day that I really don't give a rat's ass about, I would have made sure I was in the city and I would have been at the hot dog stand interviewing the guy and just like jumped on that way. But since I'm on Long Island today, there's no dirty water hot dogs.
You look like you're not buying it, Solana.
Yeah, I'm not, because he did that last time. It was
a diner dog.
Yeah, he pretended like he walked down and then came up to his apartment with the dirty water hot dog, and he played into him eating a dirty water hot dog. I even remember the face you made when you bit into it, like you pretended it was gross, and then you revealed that it was a diner dog. You bought it at a diner down the street. Like, you just lied.
By the way, what happened to you? I thought your name was on the show. Well, why are you now stuck back in a closet today?
The closet?
Yeah, I thought you've moved your way into the studio. Usually you're in the big studio. Why are you stuck back in the producer chair?
Well, I want to run the ship, you know. Sometimes the pilot has to grab control.
I mean, should we pull the curtain back, Jimmy? Because Jimmy got blindsided yesterday. So did I. I was at the studio yesterday. Should we? Are you okay with this, Jimmy?
I don't know.
Well, you either are or you're not. I can't broach the topic if and leave it to Gelb to bring up a touchy subject. So you whatever you think is right, Jimmy. You tell me.
What, you spill your bong water in the board, Jimmy? Is that what you did?
That's exactly what I did.
Oh, jeez. Now they can't
I was
trust
in
you
yesterday,
anymore.
and Solana tapped out Jimmy before the show started. He said, "By the way, I'm taking over the controls again, and that's for good." Like, and it was Solana's decision.
You know, that micromanager who's also a narcissist in Solana, you give him a little power. You put his name on the show, you give him Mouse a cookie, then he wants a glass of milk. Now he can't even trust. He can't even trust Jimmy. Poor little Jimmy's sitting here, and he just got the rug taken out from underneath him. It's a bad job
I
by
told
Solana.
Jimmy yesterday, whether you're coming off the bench or whether you're in the starting five, you got to keep your head in the game. You never know when the starting quarterback is going to go down. You're going to have to come running in.
But now the question is Jimmy just in an unwinnable situation? Like sometimes you have like Bill Belichick going to Cleveland. It was an unwinnable situation. He goes to New England, then becomes a great coach. If Jimmy goes to a different show, if they send him to the Ticket in Detroit, does Jimmy become an elite producer?
My thought is, Jimmy, you got to lock up with Solana. You know how I deal with situations.
Bam out of bio, that punk's ass.
Yeah, lock up with him, Jimmy.
Do it
Go
right
grab
now,
him.
Jimmy. We're watching you. Do it right now. We got your
Grab
back.
him, Jimmy. Grab him. I got you.
And just from a lawsuit standpoint, I do not recommend Jimmy actually punching him, so therefore go after Crowder and Hochman if so.
Oh, I wasn't going to really punch him.
Well, I think you should, Jimmy.
Solana, what would you do if Jimmy just walked up to you and cold clocked you right in the face?
I would respect it. Jimmy probably deserves it. I probably deserve it, honestly.
Yeah.
I put Jimmy through hell. I really do. But I will say this. If Crowder ever fights Omar Kelly, I'd be happy to be the undercard and me and Jimmy throw on a couple gloves and see what happens. I'd be down. I'm down. Like, sign me up.
So why do you want to fight Omar? Because that came up in my algorithm like a week and a half ago, and I felt completely lost.
Well, first off, Jimmy and Solana, that's a squid fight. They're not causing any damage with anything they do. Omar, I'm listening to Joe Rose, Gelb, and Omar said, I want to fight. Like, I like to box. And I was kind of like, oh, you want to fight? Like, I enjoy fighting. Like, it's fun to me. Win, lose, or draw, I enjoy fighting. So that's when everything started. Was I was like, if you want to fight somebody, I'll volunteer to fight.
I think a lot of Dolphins fans would love to see you fight Omar Kelly, too.
I know.
I think it'd be entertaining.
There'd be no shortage of volunteers.
Like Sid Rosenberg and Bernard McGurk back in the day, they did Fear at the Pier at in the city, and that ended up being a great little fight. Maybe we have the two of you guys just do a little Malice
Jimmy,
in Miami
you set
or
it up.
something.
You're not
like
doing
that.
anything.
What was it? Rocky IV. If they die, they die.
Yeah.
That should be the name of the lineup.
Where will LeBron end up, Gelby?
Now, I said Giannis was going to be a Heat. A member of the Heat on this show. Before then, I changed in the 11th hour. I kind of feel like today LeBron's going to Miami.
You thought the little internet thing that he posted himself of the podcaster saying that the Heat are a play-in team with LeBron, and LeBron laughed at it. You thought that's kind of a coded signal?
Yeah, so that was Rich Eisen's producer, Chris Brockman, who actually texted me when I saw my tweet that said, this confirms LeBron goes to Miami. And he's like, can you believe the reaction out of this? I'm like, it's great. LeBron's posting about you. But I thought that was weird because LeBron could spin this two ways. If he goes to Miami, okay, it's the revenge tour. All these people were doubting me if I ended up going to the Heat because the play-in. But the other part of that clip, it was like, LeBron's a non-factor. I could see LeBron then going back to Cleveland and saying, oh, no, that's why I posted it, because people thought I was going to be a non-factor. But I still think the best need for LeBron, like the team that needs LeBron the most, are the Miami Heat. And I think LeBron wants to feel needed when he's going to have to take fewer dollars.
And Gilby, what's the best situation? Just looking at rosters. Philly, Cleveland has the bigs. They have Donovan Mitchell. They have James Harden. Miami has Giannis, Bam. You still got Steph out in Golden State. What is take emotion out of it? I always call it bookends with LeBron, where now he started in Cleveland, he won in Cleveland, he goes back to Cleveland. Take all of that out of it. What is the best situation for LeBron?
I think it's Miami, because in Philadelphia, I know he would go more down low, but you still have a crowded backcourt. with Maxey and Edgecombe and now Jaylen Brown going there. So, like, yeah, you could put him at the 4 and he'll be fine in that role. But if you put him in Cleveland, yeah, it's great for a nostalgic standpoint. There's too many cooks in the kitchen in that backcourt, where if you put him in Miami, Tim Hardaway Jr. is not usurping LeBron James. No one, even if they bring in Klay Thompson, he's not usurping. There is a need for someone to basically be a point guard. And we know LeBron loves to be a point guard. The only problem is, you get the final shot of that game. Who's taking the shot in Miami? Because LeBron doesn't like to shoot it. I don't think it's going to be Bam, and I don't think it's going to be Giannis. So maybe it ends up being Klay if they get Klay.
It'll be Pelle Larsson, actually.
Oh, the great Pelle Larsson, the immortal Pelle Larsson.
The great.
Gelb, when you were on, when Hawk was off, we kept talking about the scenario. If LeBron goes anywhere but Cleveland, will there be backlash by Cleveland fans, by the city of Cleveland, the way that we saw in 2010 when he joined Miami? I don't think it'll be to that scale, but I'm already starting to see people in Cleveland, media members in Cleveland, kind of assume that the city will be once again hurt if LeBron ends up going elsewhere. How do you expect that to play out if he doesn't end up choosing Cleveland?
I feel like it would be if you're like hanging out with a girl for 2 weeks and you think it's going to really go somewhere, and then she's like, I'm not that interested. It's like it was a fun 2 weeks, and then you may be hurt for a day or two, and then that's it. LeBron, the fact is, he came back. He returned to that team from down 3-1 and won a championship. I just can't see anything that actually happens at this stage of LeBron's career with this decision that Cavs fans would then have some resentment. Like, they could be miffed for a day or two, but after that, move on.
Like this again? Why drag this out?
Because he's the drama. He loves the drama. He loves being in the epicenter right now, and everyone's still wondering at the age of 41, like, what the heck is he going to actually do? It's Golden State. He's playing golf with Draymond Green. He's at the Jay-Z concert, dancing around and having fun. Oh, he's talking about Cleveland, hanging out with all of his friends. Then he's posting a Chris Brockman post, about the Miami Heat. He loves the drama. He'd be a great reality TV show guy.
Yeah, I wonder when that decision is going to come, when the announcement.
I would hope it's this week. Like,
you think it's at the Fanatics Fest, maybe?
Oh, that's a good point. And KD last year found out he got traded at Fanatics Fest. Oh, man, Michael Rubin will be slobbering all over LeBron if that's the case. Crowder's dear friend, right? Great
when does it have
partner.
To? I'm going up there Friday. Yeah, I'm going up there Friday to Sunday.
So another time you're coming to New York and you're not hanging out with me.
Gelby, we could go grab dinner.
Well, I got to be
dirty
careful.
Water hot dog.
I don't want my jaw to be wired shut because Crowder may punch me in the face. I may be out of town.
When does it have to happen?
Whenever he wants. Like, if he's going to take less and he's going to take, peanuts, who cares? If he's really going to take, no money, he could drag this out for as long as he wants. I would hope by tomorrow or Friday we find out. Like, this would be great for us if we could find out on Thursday or Friday. Like, there is really nothing to talk about right now. But if he wants to drag it into next week, I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever. But it does remind me of the decision a little bit, because I remember at the decision, you'd have Chris Broussard on ESPN reporting a new team each and every day. And each and every day, I feel like there's a different flavor that we get thrown out there. Like today, I think it's Miami. Tomorrow, I could see something that makes me think it's Cleveland. But no one knows what's going on. And the lamest thing here, this is the lamest. To talk to LeBron, you got to send a voice note. Give me an effing break. That's absurd.
Guy does not like LeBron.
Solana, you should send him a voice note. Play Peppas. Drop the beat. Boom.
Zach Gelb. Follow him on social media. ZACHGELB. Get back in the pool, Gelby.
Well, look at these random bobbleheads, by the way. And Hawk, I have one that you really like. So Byron Leftwich, how about this one? You like a little wall and painted. I know you do.
That's my guy.
Sweetness.
That is my guy. My all-time favorite athlete, Walter Payton.
Huh?
Not Channing Crowder?
My all-time. It goes Peyton, MJ, Matas Buzelis, Caleb Wilson, Caleb Williams,
Maradona,
and Crowder. All right, see you, Gelby.
And the guy that won the Vizina that left the Panthers.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
We work together. I'm 7.
See you, Gelb.
Later, guys.
There you go. 4 o'clock hour's coming up. Alex Dono is going to join us in the 4 o'clock hour. We'll talk ACC Media Days with him. Argentina, England, scoreless at halftime.
If your garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait. Called Allied Doors. We've been working Allied Doors for a long time. For our personal home, my home, I live with my family, my wife's investment properties, Allied Doors, serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. If I'm calling you out or you know the neighbor I'm talking about, beautiful home, well-kept yard, great family, but they have garbage garage doors. Don't be that person. You got to call Allied Doors. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home. And it is hurricane season right now. You have to protect your home, and you can also upgrade them. And the LiftMaster openers. Yeah, LiftMaster, they are built to perform. I thought every garage door as a kid took a minute to raise and it made a bunch of noise. They are quiet and they are efficient. You got to get these LiftMasters. I'm telling you, personal home and investment properties. Call Allied Doors today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad. You can get $300 off. $300 off, and you can protect and upgrade that home fast. You got to call Allied Doors. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
I'd like to officially go on record. I am wearing underwear today.
Argentina and Spain taking the field. No, Argentina and England. It'd be a crazy story if Argentina and Spain were taking the field. Sound like they switched out teams at halftime. Second half just getting underway. Scoreless right now. Let's do the stock market report to open up the 4 o'clock hour here. That's sponsored by Anna Jar Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Up day on Wall Street. Dow Jones up 150 points. S&P 500 up 28 points. And the NASDAQ up 162 points. And as the second half gets underway here, let's do the World Football Scoreboard, brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly unmatched for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas made with Casamigos, and unrivaled views all tournament. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views, and I imagine all the Twin Peaks locations right now, a little tension in the air, some ice cold beer. Second half is underway. What does our World Football Scoreboard look like, Alejandro Solana?
0-0 right now, second half underway. As you mentioned, winner will play Sunday at 3 o'clock versus España. And really, there wasn't too much action in that first half. Truthfully, not many shots on goal, period. Almost no shots on target by any team. But again, we expected a very closed matchup between these two teams that don't want to give an inch. By the way,
is that what they're doing? They're playing not to make mistakes, and so you're not seeing anybody take a chance at anything.
Yeah, I think both teams are, for the most part, built that way, by the way. Like, Argentina's been able to score a lot of goals, but we've seen in the knockout rounds that they've played some close games. Cabo Verde, 2-2, going into extra time. Against Egypt, they're down 2-0 until the very end of the game, and they have to pull out some heroics. So this is a team that has been vulnerable, and England plays that style. They want to play close in the back, and they want to take advantage of counterattacks. They want to score off set pieces. So these are two teams.
If you were live betting it right now, do you have a lean after watching the first half?
Penalty kicks.
Like, and then I think it's anybody's. And then you can't handicap that, right?
Can't handicap that. You cannot.
Oh, tie. Tie is good.
So tie right now is plus 115. If you live bet it right now, tie is plus 115. England is plus 195. Argentina is plus 260.
Yeah. I think I'll go with Messi.
Not a bad bet, bro. until he's knocked out at some point. It's not a bad bet.
It's the Mahomes theory, right? I mean, yeah, I got Mahomes here. I'm just going to take my chances with him.
Yep. That man's the best soccer player of all time. I've heard from Solana. I'm going to go with Messi.
Sick of seeing people complain about the third place game, by the way. I mean, it's history, people. What, now because the tournament was hosted in the United States and Americans don't like the idea of the third place game? Oh, yeah, now FIFA, you should get rid of the third place game. This is history, people. There's a gold medal, silver medal, and then a bronze medal match in the Olympics. They do that at the Olympics. They do it in soccer as well because the original iterations of the World Cup were in the Olympics. 1924, 1928, held by the FIFA governing body at the Olympics in 24 and 28. They've kept that tradition alive for every single World Cup. It's why Uruguay has 4 stars on their crest. The first 2 world championships governed by FIFA before there was a World Cup was in 1924, 1928. In those respective Olympics, Uruguay won both of those tournaments, which is why they were awarded the 1930 first ever FIFA World Cup.
I had no idea that it started in the Olympics.
Yep. Third place game. That's weird.
But again, third place, it's the bronze medal match. There's a gold medal for winning.
Well, soccer also does friendlies. Like
yeah,
soccer players and soccer teams, they play. There's like I don't. It's just not. It's not the American way of thinking, because if you get bounced in a semifinal, you're not going to want to play another game. But yeah, this is kind of par for the course for soccer.
But I just ask, and I'm not educated on this, Solana. I just want to know, what's the point of playing the third place game? Like, you're not getting, like you said, I understand gold, silver, bronze. They're not getting a bronze medal. They're just playing for fun.
No, I mean, first of all, there's tremendous pride in representing your country. Genuinely, I know that sounds silly, but that's like saying if the U.S. men's national team, the basketball team, right, Team USA, loses in the semifinal of the Olympics. Oh, well, what's the point of playing the bronze medal game? Who cares? No, there's pride in, no matter when you're asked to do so, finishing a tournament representing your country. So the idea that in that,
but you do stand on the podium, though. Gold, silver, bronze, they're all on the podium.
Absolutely. And
there's no podium for third place.
Look up the history of the World Cup right now. Go to Google and say World Cup winners. And what you'll see on the official FIFA website is always first place, second place, runners up, fourth place. So it's constantly represented in the results of every single FIFA World Cup championship.
I'm just asking. I'm not pointing at it because I love horse racing. I mean, you win some money if you get that show. If you get win place or show, and if you're doing a pick four, you want to end up. You got to have a horse in the fourth slot as well.
So also money.
Pride would be okay. We finished third. We finished third last year. And we can, you can get more.
No, I'm talking about for the networks. Like, it's a broadcast.
Oh, that I understand. Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. They would play a fifth and sixth. They 5 versus 6. Who cares? Like,
they'd make the third place round a 7-game series if they could.
But for the players, Crowder, genuinely, there is a pride factor to it. I strongly believe it. These guys get to represent their country. And there's an opportunity to go win a game that's going to
Joe
put
Shad does not like it.
Right. Yeah. I saw that tweet too. Part of what kind of irked me a little bit.
It's a 1924?
1924, Paris Olympics, 1928, the Olympics as well. Somewhere in Europe, Uruguay won both of those tournaments. They were considered world championships by FIFA, which is why Uruguay wears 4 stars on their crest, because they've won 4 world titles, 2 World Cups.
You just said crest.
Somebody says on the text, that's a good question. Who likes drama more, LeBron or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers. Negatively. LeBron likes positive trauma.
Like, Aaron Rodgers doesn't mind it when say trauma.
Aaron Rodgers, I said trauma. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers wants to be the bad guy. I don't think LeBron wants to be a bad guy.
That's
I think
true.
LeBron
Aaron
wants
Rodgers
to be
does
kind of
lean into that. Yeah. Hey, look at me. You don't like me, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. LeBron doesn't want to be a bad guy, but he does like to be the center of attention.
They're both annoying.
Until LeBron signs with the Heat.
I was just about to say, rack that sound, Jimmy, for when LeBron comes to the Heat.
I want LeBron to come to the Heat from a basketball standpoint. I think it makes them better. I think he's exactly what the Heat are missing. It doesn't take away from the fact that this entire process is wildly annoying. The Rich Paul media tour, and the fact that we're 2 weeks in, we know he has all the information he needs, as reported by his agent, Rich Paul. But Rich Paul has to keep making the rounds to get those clicks on his podcast. And LeBron James seemingly now is going to go on his own tour of sorts. And the only thing anybody wants to know about LeBron over the next 3 days when he'll be making public appearances is what? Where are you playing this year? And he's not going to give you that information because he wants that attention. It's wildly annoying.
It's making our summer.
Keep that same energy with Tommy Tig.
It's making our summer. If LeBron stayed with the Lakers and just signed back with the Lakers and just ended his career with the Lakers, what are we talking about right now?
National Hot Dog Day. Somebody puts on the chat, what are the odds that Hawk's marker is actually a vape pen? Would people vape I had this in my mouth almost all show. People like hit the vape all day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like the grit smokers.
Guilty.
They're just constantly hitting the vape?
Yeah, I've gone through my vape era for sure. Just ripping that bad boy.
No, but really, somebody would keep it handy for 5 straight hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Go hang out in Wynwood for like 2 hours.
Yeah. When I stopped dipping, the vape, you have to. Jimmy got excited.
We got a goal.
Jimmy got excited. I haven't gotten it on my stream yet.
Yeah, England 1-0. They take the lead.
Wow.
We hear all the English fans here at the Citadel.
Still hasn't happened on my stream. There it is.
Anthony Gordon with the go-ahead goal.
There it is.
Look at David Beckham. He's thrilled.
God save the king.
What a ball, man. Onside, he's on. What a ball, what a run. What a run.
All right, England up 1-0 now, 55th minute. England up 1-0.
Wow. It might be coming home, boys. It might be.
What's coming home?
What does that mean?
England has a claim that they invented football. The Brits have this claim that they invented the game, the sport of football. So anytime they go to a tournament, their motto is it's coming home. The title is coming to where it belongs, back home to where the game was invented.
I got you.
What's the alternative thought of that?
I don't know. It's like we live in different worlds, though. Honestly, like we live in different worlds.
But who else invented soccer? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not being facetious.
No, I think everybody knows that the game was, for the most part, invented in the UK
Claude.
area.
Hold on. I brought Claude back into my life this morning. I had a question for me and DJ, and it was nice to reconnect with him.
Oh, that's nice.
Claude loves you.
But he's also Brit. He's going to have a bias.
Who invented soccer? Perfect. Thanks, Claude. He goes, great. Anything else I can help with?
I think you might have meant that for me.
Yeah. No. Your sound broke up. Can you repeat who invented soccer?
Oh, sure. Soccer wasn't really invented by one person. It developed gradually over many centuries. Different cultures played ball games with their feet, but the modern sport took shape in England in the 1800s when they standardized the rules.
There you go.
And they're credited with growing the game as well, taking it to South America by English and British immigrants.
So what's better out of England? What was the better invention, soccer or mushy peas?
Muffins.
Muffins.
I love an English muffin.
Oh, an English muffin. Yeah.
Man,
You're right.
can't. Listen, I can't.
Got
yeah,
the
you
nooks
can
and
give me-
crannies.
Man, I love an English muffin.
Yeah, that's a good call. All right. Are we doing headlines here? Because I don't have enough time with Dono. He's at ACC Media Days. Did I introduce headlines?
You have not.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVW.com.
Yeah, Hawk, you and Gelby kind of talked about this clip yesterday that went mega viral across Heat Nation, but essentially somebody was talking about the Miami Heat. They claimed that if LeBron joined the Heat, they wouldn't even be a play-in team. LeBron reposts the video with a bunch of like laughing, crying emojis. Clearly, he was being facetious in his response of like, oh, really? You think we'd be a play-in tournament team? And the way it was perceived by Heat fans and Heat Twitter is, why would he post that if he had no interest in coming to Miami?
Which, by the way,
Yeah.
is that guy, I think he said it was Rich Eisen's producer, is he suggesting that the Heat are a play-in team with Giannis? Or is he suggesting that if they add LeBron, the team gets worse? Like, what's the take there?
His take was that if LeBron joined the Heat currently, they'd be a play-in tournament team.
Because he would make them worse? Or does he think they're a play-in team regardless?
I think he thinks they're a play-in team regardless.
And I've been very critical, but Giannis, Bam, Wiggins, LeBron.
Take LeBron out of it. This is a powerhouse roster, man. Anyone sleeping on this team is doing so at their own peril. Again, people, I think, are assigning an injury to Giannis and not forgetting who he is and how young he is and how good he is. Because he had a weird season last season. It was a weird season. Doubt this Heat roster without LeBron. Doubt them at your own peril. I think they're a top 4 team in the East.
Huck, that's what I'm saying. Am I jumping them over the Sixers or the Knicks? No. Am I jumping them into the top 5 with Giannis and Bam? Yes. Tim Hardaway Jr. Why? That's crazy. He's saying if LeBron is on this current roster, they're still a playing team. That's just goofy. That's goofball stuff.
But Hawk, to your point, I've heard that a lot today. Chris Russo, Tobin played the sound. Mad Dog was, I think, on First Take. He laughed off the idea of the Heat having success with Giannis. He said the Heat won't win a title with Giannis Antetokounmpo. It sounds just like the stuff we heard when Jimmy Butler came here. Jimmy's going to Miami to retire. Jimmy's going to Miami to get a paycheck.
But Giannis is better than Jimmy.
Exactly. Yes. Giannis is significantly better than Jimmy Butler was when he came here. And people are pretending or acting like this Heat team isn't talented, which is bizarre to me.
Is Giannis washed? Is that the take?
No.
But is that the take? Is that the take?
I think so. I think people think last season is what Giannis is going to give you every season. And I just don't think that's the case.
No. He's too young. He's not washed at all. LeBron's going into year 24. You don't think Giannis can play ball still? That's nuts.
And Giannis loves it too. Like he's one of these guys who loves what he does. He loves playing. He wanted to play, like you said, at the end of the season. It was Milwaukee who shut him down.
He's also got something to prove now coming to Miami. He made a bold decision to leave Milwaukee. He wants it to be about winning. He left Milwaukee because they couldn't put a contender around him. He's coming to Miami kind of like LeBron did. I know it's a little different. LeBron had no rings, so it's a little different. But Giannis doesn't want to end up being the guy that left Milwaukee and couldn't win elsewhere. One more nugget from the NBA that has to do with the Miami Heat. Yesterday it was announced by the NBA that Mickey Arison, the Miami Heat owner, was unanimously elected as the next chairman of the NBA Board of Governors. So you have Eric Spoelstra as Team USA's basketball coach, and now Mickey Arison as the chairman of the NBA Board of Governors.
All right.
What does that mean?
I voted for Kamala. Did I have a vote in this?
I don't think you had a vote. What is Mickey doing? I need clarity.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 94 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid to upper 80s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
England 1-0 over Argentina, 62nd minute. Alex Dono is going to join us from Charlotte, the home of ACC Media Days, in the next segment. I'm a believer in Atlantic Men's Clinic. So getting older, not feeling like myself, was getting more tired, and it's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. Guys, low testosterone is something men younger and younger are experiencing. So if your game isn't quite what it used to be, you've got less energy and less drive, you don't feel like yourself, you deserve to feel your best. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more. Treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you lose weight and have more energy and improve your sleep and increase your sex drive and so much more. And I'm telling you, guys, you're going to notice the difference. So if you think you might be low T, what should you do? Go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com, take the low T quiz. It's right there on the website. Simple 10-question quiz, yes and no answers, takes 2 minutes. And then, if you so desire, schedule a consult with Atlantic Men's Clinic. They do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you, discuss your options, and then you make the decision together with their medical team. So don't ignore the signs. Call them today. Take that first step towards feeling better again. Atlantic Men's Clinic has 7 locations in South Florida. Phone number is 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I love the colonoscopy. Wow, Argentina came close to scoring during our commercial break there, man. They're in hydration break right now. England 1-0 over Argentina. 70th minute. Our friend Alex Dono is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He hosts Locked On Canes, and you can also read his work now on the Caneswear app. Our friend Dono is now part of the Caneswear content team. His writing exclusively appears on the Caneswear mobile app. So there's no paywall, no subscriptions. Just download the Caneswear app on the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. What do they call it? The Google app Alexa Store. What is it? Google
Something like
Alexa,
the Google Play Store.
The Google Play. But download the Caneswear app on whatever iOS you're running, and you can get Dono's articles. And he's at ACC Media Days in Charlotte. So are the Canes, are they the big dogs at ACC Media Days? I remember when you were at SEC Media Days with me, right, Crowder? When it was Alabama Day and Nick Saban showed up, and it was like the president. It was like the president had arrived. He had more pomp and circumstance. And all the SEC teams are big programs, but when Nick Saban showed up, it was something special. I'm wondering if UM at ACC Media Days gets that kind of treatment.
I wouldn't say it's quite to that level. You know who hasn't had their day yet this year, but was like that last year was Bill Belichick. Like it was as if the president showed up. Like he came into his press conference last year from a different entrance. He had like a different green room than anybody else. I don't quite get that vibe today for Miami. I mean, there's no question, Miami is the odds-on favorite to win the ACC, and it's the team probably most of like the national media is covering this week, but I don't think they quite get like that level of like holier than thou type of vibe out here, which is probably a good thing.
And Dono, we went from where we go, Cameron Ward to Carson Beck to now Mensa. Is it the same level? We were talking about this earlier in the show. Is Mensa on that level of what we've seen in the past?
I would say different because this is actually the second straight year that Darian Mensah is here at ACC Media Days, because he was wearing Blue Devils blue a year ago. So he's a veteran of these media days. I will say, like last year, Carson Beck, I think, had like a different kind of presence here because there were all the SEC talking points with him. Like there was all the stuff coming out of Georgia, which, by the way, in like interviewing Beck here at this event last year and then covering him all last season, all of that like weird media baggage that he had could not have been further from the truth. Like he was a pretty down-to-earth guy. So, yeah, I mean, listen, Mensah is, I don't know, probably the most high-demand player out here today. I mean, you talk about QB1 at Miami coming off, an ACC championship season last year. And then like Cam Ward 2 years ago, I think people knew Cam could be really good, but he wasn't Cam Ward yet. I mean, it was really what he did at Miami that really made him a superstar. So I would say like the amount of attention, maybe Carson, the top, Mensah somewhere in the middle, and maybe Ward flying a little bit under the radar a couple of years ago.
Trust me, Crowder remembers the Cam Ward situation because he may or may not have some words about Cam Ward before he turned into Cam Ward here in Miami.
I didn't believe in him. No, I didn't believe in him.
I don't think you believed in him or Carson Beck, right?
I knew Carson could play, but I didn't think he was going to take the Canes to a national championship.
Yeah.
Dono, I heard this several times today because I heard a couple different guys, Fletch and Mensah and Cristobal, on with Joe Rose this morning, and I heard rat poison as like the buzzword that they're using. So essentially, how do you guys feel having the target on your back this year as a favorite in the ACC? And they all said, no, that's rat poison. So I imagine we'll be hearing that a lot more as camp starts. But the reality is they do have a target on their back, right? This is the best roster Cristobal's had since he's been in Miami. Is that correct?
I think it's 100% correct. It's less proven at the line of scrimmage, but like I can tell, like talking with Cristobal today, he's a little coy about this stuff because he doesn't want to like overpraise his team or anything, but you can tell like he's comfortable with his kind of new look offensive line and defensive line. But then at the skill positions, there's no argument. This is the best team he's
by
had.
the way, just had another unbelievable opportunity.
Are they still losing? Because I've got a couple of wagers on Argentina. I really need them to come back and win this game.
They are losing. They're down 1 the 75th minute.
I don't like that whatsoever. They do have a knack for coming back though. But yeah, and you're right, Solana, about and the Canes players that I talked to out here. I did hear that phrase, rat poison. I think it was Mark Fletcher who said that to me, the rat poison thing, which is something, Mario learned that from Nick Saban when he worked for him, and he carries that in. And also you hope Miami can break through, because being like the clear favorite to win the conference, last year the clear favorite was Clemson. Didn't go so well for them. The year before that, the clear favorite was Florida State, and that was the year they went 2-10. So Miami's, I call this the ACC curse. Like Miami needs to break through that and take care of business, and maybe the way to do that is to avoid that outside noise and that rat poison.
And Dono, and I'm not trying to be a hater of the Canes, but
yes,
Bain and Mesidor, you're replacing them. You talk about the trenches. Like Bain is the first jersey I bought. I'm a Buccaneers fan. I got me a Bain 3. I love Ruben Bain. We talked about it before. He's one of my favorite players I've ever watched play football. Who's replacing Bain and Mesidor?
Yeah, so you start with Damon Wilson, who, comes over from your beloved SEC. He had 9 sacks and 54 pressures with Mizzou last year. Wilson had a really good spring, and I think they have high expectations for him transferring in. And then you're going to have some of the young guys at the other defensive end spot really have an opportunity. Someone who is generating a ton of offseason hype is Armando Blunt heading into his 3rd year. Mario said this morning, Blunt is 276 pounds. He's kind of got that Bain build, but I think even more, he's got more of the NFL measurables. Everyone talked about Bain's arms or whatever. I don't think Blunt has any of that stuff. Marquise Lightfoot, who had a really good season last year, playing behind Bain and Mesidor. Herbert Scroggins, Booker Pickett Jr., Hayden Lowe, I refer to as the ultimate X factor, because he was the former 5-star recruit out of Southern California who missed the entire season last year, his true freshman season, with an ACL. Like if he's fully recovered and he can live up to that 5-star status. So they've got plenty of dudes, right? It's like, it's not easy to replace players like Bain and Mesidor. Like you're talking about generational type edge rushers for the Miami program, but I think they feel that they have quality and they also have more depth than they had there a year ago.
Hey, Donna, what's the vibe around Cristobal coming into this year? Because prior to last season, I think the consensus was we all love Cristobal, Miami guy. He's a great coach. He's not an elite coach because of the in-game mishaps, the bad clock management, and he could never win the big game, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. That was kind of always the knock on Cristobal.
Yeah, people are singing a different tune now. Sorry to cut you off.
Those 3 games, though, the 3 bowl game wins last year, and then getting to the national championship game, he shook off those demons. Like, they're gone.
90%, yeah. There's a lot of folks, national media, and even some Miami fans who have been deleting some tweets, since last year about some of the things that they used to say about Mario. Proof of concept is really important, right? I mean, people, for the last few years, like nobody doubted how well he recruits, right? But people used to bring up doubts about the development of players once they're in the program. I mean, they just had 3 first-round draft picks and 9 players drafted. You see the development, right? People used to knock him for not having a quarterback-friendly offense, and yet you had, a first overall pick a couple years ago, a 3rd-round pick this last year, and you mentioned, the big wins in the playoffs last season. So, he's been getting rid of a lot of those narratives, Solana, and I think Mario, I'm sure, is always still striving to be better, but he's been addressing a lot of those narratives and a lot of those perceived weaknesses. And so, yeah, there are a lot fewer doubts out there than there were this time last year.
If you follow Alex Dono on social media, you can see all the links to his Locked On Canes stuff. He had Darian Mensah on today. He had Mario Cristobal on today. What kind of aura does Mensah have? Is he one of these guys who's like, because the aura story that I kept hearing about Carson Beck was like, this dude, people just gravitate towards him. Like he's got command and control of all his surroundings. And I'm wondering what the aura is around Mensah.
Oh, it's high. I think he's somewhere kind of between Carson and Cam, whereas like Carson, I guess like you're right about the aura, but he wasn't like as vocal, right? Where Mensah, you see him like joking around with his teammates who are here and having a lot of conversations with folks out here who remember him, maybe met him last year when he was representing Duke. I don't think he's quite as like loud and in your face as Cam Ward, because nobody is. That dude was just really unique in that regard, but Mensah, there's definitely an aura about him, and I think he's kind of somewhere between Carson and Cam in the way he carries himself.
And Dono, I came from the DJ Williams, Jonathan Vilma, Vince Wilfork. I was back with Clinton Portis and those boys. Like, it was Miami. Talking about aura, just the swag, I guess what we call it. Is it getting back there? You just went to the national championship. And I know you followed them. You're a huge Canes fan. Is it getting back to that where you walk in with that green and orange on and you got a little something about yourself? Is it getting back to the old times when I came down and Larry Coker was the head coach?
I think it's always going to be a little bit different now under the Cristobal era, because like he really sets the tone of not being brash, like that back in the Jimmy Johnson days, and even a while after that. Like, Miami players used to talk a lot of trash, and they used to kind of push the limits of how a football player is supposed to conduct themselves in public. It's a lot more now. If you ask, and I think you guys alluded to this already on the show, like if you ask a Miami representative any big picture question, right, it gets shot down. Like, we're just looking to go 1-0 today, right? I remember, a year ago, I made the mistake of asking Mario Cristobal about the first game of the season, even though there were no games that were going to be played before Notre Dame. He looked at me like I grew a second head. He was like, wait, we haven't had our first practice. You want me to talk about the first game? So it's like, that's just kind of the way it is now. So you're not going to have the sort of personality that you had like in the first Billy Corbin documentary, right? You're not going to recreate the U Part 1, but it's different. I think that these players, they definitely carry themselves with confidence. You can tell that they're willing to compete, because a lot of these players have, dogs who are playing their same position and are trying to take their starting job. So you have a certain amount of, for lack of a better word, swagger that they carry themselves with, but it's different. Like, it's not the way it was in like the 80s or 90s, or even in some of the Larry Coker days.
Dono's a proud Italian. I was in Milan for a few days earlier this month.
I saw that. I saw your picture in front of the Duomo. I'm sure you drank a lot of spritzes over there. Yeah, it's where my father grew up, in Milan. So I was proud. I was proud to see you there.
Spritz working, spaghetti and meatballs. That's the national dish of Milan.
Oh, no.
So I got that. What's so funny? What's so funny?
You're not supposed to eat the meatballs and the spaghetti together. You're supposed to be separate dishes.
I know they kept serving it wrong. I had to keep telling them at the restaurants. I'm like, I don't know what you're missing here. You've got a separate dish with the meatballs and the spaghetti's over there.
You threw them on there together.
I guess I was at tourist traps. They didn't even know how to put together a proper spaghetti and meatballs. Speaking of, normally I could reel Solana into that conversation, but he's just locked in on the England-Argentina match here. He doesn't even want to. He doesn't
still
want
1-0.
to placate me.
Yeah, 1-0 Argentina attacking, but the English goalkeeper is putting on a display. Dono.
Are we rooting for Argentina because of Messi?
No,
we're not.
I'm not.
I am, because I don't like England. I don't like them, because the thing is, like, a proud Italian soccer fan like myself. Well, I just heard people at the somebody score, because people are gasping. Something must have just happened. You guys might be on a delay.
Gol Argentina, golazo.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Golazo.
Dono.
Golazo.
Let's go.
That was a golazo.
Outside the 18.
That wasn't a goal.
A shot. Hawk, just wait 10 seconds, bro. Like,
Okay, you're on delay. You're on tape delay over there. The sports bar here in Charlotte has it on time.
Wow, man. Yeah.
No, Argentina.
They just told you that.
Enzo Fernandez just scored an
right.
absolute golazo.
Wow, 85th minute.
Oh,
I
I
had
need one more though. I need another goal before extra
You have him
time.
in regulation.
Got him in regulation. Yeah, I need another goal.
Can I hold
That's how
something, Dono?
Argentina
Because
does
I had France winning it all, and I put my mortgage on it.
What a shot, man!
Can I hold a couple dollars? You got a little extra $1,000.
Did Messi have anything to do with that goal? Was he get an assist or anything?
Yeah, Messi gets the assist. So another goal contribution, the most ever in World Cup history for Leo Messi.
Oh,
wow. And then one other Italian question, Dono, before we let you go here. Is Kraft mac and cheese, is that a complete meal?
If you try to order that in Italy, they will deport you.
No, not in Italy. If you're serving your kid and his friends dinner, can you serve them Kraft mac and cheese and that's dinner?
Yeah, I guess so. Like I get like a protein isn't necessary is what you're saying. That's just one
I'm
meal.
just saying Kraft mac and cheese, that's a meal.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but yeah, it's a meal.
All right, fair enough. Have you had anything good there in Charlotte? You had what they have cookout over there? Do they have cookout over there?
Cookout.
I don't know. I actually when I got it, I had like the catered meal here today for lunch, which was pretty good. They had like they actually had like a chicken parmesan. It was free, so it wasn't bad. They had some beef out here. Last night, I had a some restaurant down the street. I had a club sandwich, which was actually delightfully good.
Interesting. Club sandwich for dinner.
Yeah, is that not a thing?
I don't know. Feels more lunchy.
It does. Lunchy. Now that you say it, it does feel lunchy. I don't know. I saw it on the menu and I thought, let me order that.
Yeah, because everybody likes a club sandwich, but it just kind of it speaks to you at lunch. I can't imagine being in the dinner mood and saying I want to get a club sandwich.
That didn't even cross my mind. I just saw the menu and the club sandwich was a few dollars cheaper than some of the other dishes, so I went for it. It was good.
What'd it come with?
Came with waffle fries.
All right. More dinnery if you get
it with pickles on the plate or the basket, right? Because there
were no pickles in sight, which I don't like pickles either, so I would have kicked that right off the plate.
Fouls everything up. All right, follow Alex Dono on social media. Check out Locked On Canes and make sure you download the Caneswear app because you can read Dono's writings on the Caneswear app. So how about that? Thank you, Dono. Enjoy Charlotte.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
Here you go. Alex Dono, 5 o'clock hours coming up. In Miami, we don't drink coffee. We drink cafecito. Our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Easy financing, fast service, the best value for your money. You will always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit them right there at the dealership, or you can start shopping for your Pricito online right now at DoralVW.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
In college, they called me Black Bill Gates.
Wow.
Wow.
Argentina returns to the World Cup final with an improbable, I shouldn't say improbable because I've watched them do this all tournament long, with another late comeback. Argentina wins 2-1. There was 9 minutes of stoppage time. Leo Messi had an incredible assist on the final game-winning goal. This was, I just can't believe. I mean, we got a text. It's funny. So we got a text from Crowder during the stoppage time there, and Crowder says Lionel is very good at his job.
Goodness gracious.
I got a text on a thread I'm on with our friend Jim from AFC Bournemouth, the Ticket Wizards on there. And this is the Ticket Wizard saying, I haven't watched any of this stuff. And I haven't watched any World Cup match. And I really haven't watched any Inter Miami games. And he just wrote, Messi, it's the most I've ever seen him play. He's kind of good. It's really remarkable to watch him. This Argentina team is something special, though. You can't bet against them now. It doesn't matter what the situation is. They're coming out with the dub.
It's watching Jordan in his prime. And he's not even in his prime, is he? I don't know. Solana, is he in his prime? But I've watched this World Cup. This dude is crazy.
Yeah, it's foolish to suggest he's out of his prime when he's doing what he's doing. I mean, coming into the World Cup, you just couldn't imagine Leo Messi at 38, 39 years old playing at the MLS. Now, dominating in the MLS for sure, but not playing on the European stage was going to be able to have this impact. I question whether he'd be playing 90 minutes a match with Argentina. No team has gone back-to-back in the World Cup since Brazil did it in 68 and 72. And here we are, Argentina, once again, down to less than 20 minutes, and they're able to win in regulation, 2 assists from Leo Messi, and for the third time in his international career, he's going back to the World Cup final with a chance to go back-to-back after winning in 2022. Unbelievable. This Argentina team. Unbelievable.
What a finish. What just absolutely wild.
It was crazy, and I'm glad we were late on this segment because I wasn't going to leave that couch.
I know. I'm sitting on the couch watching with Lori and DJ, and Solana's texting, we're back. And I'm thinking to myself, I ain't leaving the couch right now. I am watching it till this whistle gets blown.
And then he gets the ball. He's killing time. There's 3 guys around him. He's just running little circles around, and they're pushing him in the back. Like, yeah, man, we're watching great with Messi. I didn't even know. That's what the World Cup does to you.
Screwed up, or is it mine?
Yeah, it's Crowder's. It's dropping out a little.
Yeah, what's going on with your Starlink?
Okay. You know what? It's raining cats and dogs.
Oh, really?
And I think that might mess up the reception.
He doesn't know how to work in the rain, this guy.
Elon Musk doesn't know about weather.
All right, let's do headlines here for the 5 o'clock hour. Wow. Argentina defeats England 2-1. So Argentina and Spain is your World Cup final. When is that, Solana? That's Sunday?
Sunday at 3 o'clock.
All right. We got
Am I up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once Argentina got aggressive, they started winning. Half court violations.
So did they get aggressive, or did England go into, the soccer version of the prevent?
Exactly what happened. And it's just so fascinating to me. We saw this already with Argentina. Cabo Verde pressed them, attacked them, and it wasn't until a late set piece that forced Argentina to go up and win the game. But Cabo Verde never set back into what you guys would know as the prevent defense or park the bus, right? To just defend your life away with a goal lead. But Egypt, with a 2-goal lead, 79th minute, just defended, and Argentina proved in that match, you're not going to be able to keep them when they're on an all-out attack constantly putting dangerous crosses into the middle, constantly putting pressure on the keeper to avoid them scoring goals. Switzerland had to do the exact same thing because they were a man down. So it's a little different. But again, Argentina, wow.
Is that thunder at your house I just heard?
Oh, I'm talking about it's raining. It's raining grown men and children over here.
Wow. That was something of thunder. What do you call it? It's a bolt of lightning. Is it a burst of thunder?
spicy.
A roar of thunder.
A roar of thunder.
And England gets the goal that they needed right out of the halftime. And for the last 15 minutes of that match, they're just defending their life away again. To be fair, they did that against Mexico, and they were able to withstand 30 minutes, a barrage from Mexico, who is the host nation in Ciudad de Mexico at Estadio Azteca, and they survived. But you're seeing a different animal here, a team, as much as it pains me, that has too much talent for you to just defend and come away with a victory. I mean, that was perfect. Scaloni was the manager for Argentina. He puts in Lautaro Martinez. Messi, the second ball that he puts in, it comes off the post. Messi takes a defender with his right foot. Messi's a lefty with his right foot, puts a ball to the back post, and Lautaro Martinez is perfectly positioned in between two English defenders, and it was like practice for them. The ball gets right over the center back Stones for England, and it's just a put away for him to go ahead 2-1. Like it seems so easy for them in the final minutes of games.
Is the English coach going to get killed for the way they ended up going out?
100%. He is going to get sacked. He is going to get sacked.
And let me show my my lack of knowledge. Do you save the good plays for late when you're a good team?
No. No.
Like, do you have something that, they can't get this? Like, they're not going to be able to deal with this. You can't do that in soccer.
I think it's just the sense of urgency. You're playing with a sense of urgency, but also, like Solana's saying there, I mean, they really are daring you. They're saying, yeah, you can come close as you want. We're going to stack this box with defenders, and we're just going to prevent the ball from going in. And Argentina keeps proving match after match, do that at your own peril, because we're going to find a way to score. We're going to run you silly, and we're going to find a way to score. And they've done it.
That was
incredible,
crazy.
man.
That was awesome. Like I said, I wasn't going to come back if y'all came back too early.
That doesn't happen in soccer. That doesn't what we just witnessed from Argentina in these knockout rounds doesn't happen. Ultimately, at some point, your luck runs out. I mean, this is unprecedented in modern football. That does not happen. Unbelievable.
But Solana, I don't believe in luck. Talent
I mean,
wins.
I'm not saying that they're lucky, but at a certain point, when you're in this position time and time again, needing to be bailed out at the end, with some fortune benefiting you, when you're playing these quality of teams, an England who has proven they can grind out these games, ultimately at some point, your fortune, it doesn't favor you. Well, Argentina's proving that all that can go out the window, it can kiss their ass, because they're doing it every single game.
It's like Jack McKeon when he was managing the Marlins to a World Series in 2003. It was like, sure, you've got a talented roster. He kept making decisions where it's like, this can't keep working. This can't keep working. And it just kept working. Somehow they ended up winning the World Series in 2003. All right, quick look at the headlines here for the 5 o'clock hour, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVW.com.
Yeah, so it'll be Sunday, 3 p.m. Spain looking for their second ever World Cup. Argentina looking for what would be their fourth World Cup title. And going back-to-back again, the first time since 68 and 72. I'll be at Monty's in the Grove, Monty's Raw Bar.
Oh, that place is going to be lit.
Along with WQM, our street team, Michelob Ultra, from 3 to 5 p.m., for the final between Spain and Argentina. Ice cold beer specials. I'll be giving away college football tickets to Miami's home opener, WQAM and Michelob Ultra swag. It's presented by Michelob Ultra, the superior light beer and the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup. Superior is worth playing for, and now it's worth cheering for too. Be sure to enjoy an Ultra as you cheer on your favorite team.
Get there early if you want to join Solana and QAM at Monty's. Get there early.
Wow, man. That was not what I was expecting in the last 15 minutes.
It's all their matches, like you're like, it's Messi's time has run out. And then the same thing keeps happening. Like, this can't happen again, can it? And it happens.
Crazy.
Yep.
Dono's happy.
Then they did it.
They did
a
regulation.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you one person who's happy. Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president.
Yeah.
That dude loves him some Leo Messi, loves him some Argentina.
But what a great World Cup. Leading up to the final, and obviously I'm sure the final will deliver, but what a great World Cup it's been.
And the expansion of it, because even how we talk about it this year, we haven't talked about it in the past like this.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like for it to be on, in America and all that stuff and everybody getting attached to it. And Chris Whittingham said he
USA
loves how
looked
it is.
good. In the group stage, like USA looked good. Now, granted, we may have been fooled, but they looked good.
Hey, leave my, what's his name? Pulisic. Leave my Pulisic alone. But no, it's been like I'm more into it than I've ever been in my life.
You railed against it for 30 minutes on Monday. Called it
when
boring.
It gets down to like 20 minutes like that, and you're seeing just the tension and knowing, obviously, that you're this close to going to the finals, so the energy level is ratcheted up. Because even like Lori had said to me, she's like, how are they running this fast in, the 95th minute or whatever? And I'm like, this is when your adrenaline kicks in. Like, you want to go to that final, man.
Half court violation, Solana, and I think they should just play 1 20-minute half so we can get to this point faster.
That, of course, only the second worst collapse ever at Mercedes-Benz Arena. It still belongs to the Falcons, who blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. We're still waiting for LeBron's decision. By the way, you mentioned the expanded World Cup. There's rumors of it for 2030, the next iteration in 4 years. They want to expand it again to 64 teams.
Yeah, I want them to keep expanding it to where there's more spots than there are countries. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, you've got USA, but also Texas as a team.
A Crowder and Solana team?
Yeah, like just loose areas. Lake Buena Vista.
I could rile some people up in Davie.
Like, wow, who's Argentina playing in the group stage? Oh, they've got Dayton, Ohio. they've got Quebec City and Poland. And you're like, well, that's a pretty tough group. There's 2 actual countries and then just like a couple of areas.
The upcoming Madden football game will be released, Madden 27. Joe Shad had tweeted out the highest rated Miami Dolphins players in Madden 27. Do you guys want to guess who the highest rated Miami Dolphins player is in the upcoming game?
By a mile.
Achane by a mile, Jordan Brooks.
Devon Achane is the highest rated player, an 87 overall for Devon Achane. But not by a mile. Aaron Brewer rated at 85. Zach Sealer, an 83. Jordan Brooks, 82. Patrick Paul, an 80.
Did they watch Zach Sealer last season?
And didn't Jordan Brooks lead the league in tackles?
He did.
Yeah, these people are crazy. I got to call John Madden.
PlayStation's never going to make it.
Let me see if I have Madden.
Of course, the late, great John Madden.
Yeah.
Hawk, we've talked about...
Might not pick up.
National Hot Dog Day.
Would you like to guess? The line is out on the Hard Rock app for Spain, Argentina.
Spain favorites.
Spain plus 125. Argentina plus 250. And a tie plus 220.
How can you not go with Argentina if you think it's just this amazing story that's about to happen?
I mean, I would imagine, I'm hoping Spain may have learned a lesson from 4 different Argentina matches that they all played out the same way, that maybe Spain wouldn't allow that to happen. I'll tell you what, I'm not betting this match until Spain's up 1-0, and then I'm putting the house on Argentina.
Spain won't play like that, though. Spain won't just defend for 50 minutes of a match like England did today. It was just preposterous. They won't do that. They're too technical. They have the ability to actually touch the ball and play out of the back. It'll be a different game. Argentina is going to struggle against them if it comes down to the final 15, 20 minutes.
I heard him say that touch the ball it just means kick the ball.
No, it means you hold possession of the ball. You're able to pass and exchange the ball within your teammates without just kicking and running.
Kick it to each other.
Well, pass it to each other.
With your foot.
Well, that's the only way to pass in soccer.
So it's a kick. It's a kick to you just kick the ball to each other.
Right, but kick kind of signifies you putting a lot of force behind the ball. Passing, yes, while technically you're kicking the ball, it's less of a kick, more of a touch.
Baby kick.
All right. You should kick your Starlink. Maybe
your Starlink is really bad, man.
Hawk,
bad.
what do you?
It's never hard.
We might want to take him down because it's just not working.
Hawk, what do you think about this? McDonald's is launching Caesar salad sauce. The Caesar dressing. And I think they nailed it with this campaign, Hawk, because it's not just the dressing that they're launching. They're actually incorporating it into their chicken sandwiches and their chicken wraps.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Caesar is an excellent dressing. I do find it funny that we're making a big deal out of a restaurant having Caesar. Like it's everywhere, but we're like, oh my God, McDonald's has a Caesar sauce. But anytime they have a new sauce packet, you want to get your hands on it. Yeah. And the Caesar stuff looks good.
Also, big news for Mexico. They may have lost the World Cup, eliminated by England, but they are getting their first ever Chipotle. So now you'll be able to eat authentic Mexican food in Mexico for the first time.
Yeah, it's a risky move, but I always marvel at, say, Subway or Quiznos in Philadelphia, right? Because the Philly's just loaded with hoagie places, grinder places. You know what I mean? Like, so New York, like who in New York orders Papa John's? But they've got them. There's Papa John's all over New York. Like I always get, but like, I don't know. You're in Mexico. You're going to get Chipotle.
Mm-hmm. I might. I'm a big Chipotle guy.
Huge I'd probably go there just for the Chipotle.
I got Subway pasta in Puerto Rico.
That was good.
Speaking of pasta, one more food/restaurant related tidbit for you. Olive Garden, for the first time in 6 years, Hawk, they're bringing back their never-ending pasta pass. Yeah. So you pay $100 for a pass, and customers who pay that $100 for 13 weeks, unlimited visits to Olive Garden for unlimited pasta dishes.
It seems a little gluttonous.
Sure.
And also, how much do you really love pasta if you can't get enough of it at Olive Garden?
That chicken fettuccine Alfredo at Olive Garden hits, man.
Yeah,
it really does.
I've had Olive Garden once in my life. It was before David was born. So it's over 22 years ago that I've had the only visit to Olive Garden in my life.
Oh, you got to go. You got to go to Olive Garden.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be packed with big fat pigs for the next 9 weeks.
The Marlins are going to be back on Friday. They're in Milwaukee. Tomorrow, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bobby Portis both get officially introduced as new members of the Miami Heat in Miami at the Kaseya Center. We'll be airing the Giannis Antetokounmpo introductory press conference tomorrow. It's scheduled for 3, could start anywhere around 3, 3:15, 3:30. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 94 degrees. And if you're anywhere near Crowder's house in Davie, be careful, bro, because that sounded dangerous out there. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Jimmy, are you an Olive Garden guy?
I like the lasagna there,
Really?
but I prefer what's that other Italian restaurant?
Carrabba's?
Yes, I like that more than Olive Garden.
All right. Where does Macaroni Grill fall into your rankings of fine Italian dining?
And rest in peace, Macaroni Grill.
I haven't been to Macaroni Grill since I was 11.
Was that the place where you could draw on with the crayons on the on the tablecloth?
They bring you the crayons. You can draw right on the tablecloth, which wasn't
Those
a
don't
tablecloth
exist anymore? Macaroni Grill?
Not in my area. There were 2, and they both shut down. One in Kendall, right near me. That was a Solana family favorite, Macaroni Grill. That is shut down.
You learn something new every day. All right, don't go anywhere. We got a lot more to come until 6 o'clock this evening. What's on at 6 tonight? I don't even know.
Sports Day from 6 to 7 p.m.
All right. So we got another 35 minutes together. Cheetah Pompano, that's a great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got 4 stages of entertainment and the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. So obviously there are 2 soccer matches left, Saturday and Sunday. You can watch them both at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Come on out and watch the final 2 matches of the tournament, Saturday and Sunday. Cheetah Palm Beach is having a sexy luau party on Wednesday, July 22nd. You can head to Cheetah Palm Beach for a day of food, drinks, and good vibes. There's going to be a luau lunch special, 11:30 till 3, a roast pig carving station, $5 sex on the beach drink specials, $25 bar tab giveaways, a hula hoop contest with a $100 grand prize, and more. That is Wednesday, July 22nd at Cheetah Palm Beach. But don't forget, Saturday and Sunday, soccer. Final 2 games of the tournament. Watch them at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Yeah. What did you think about shaving your ass?
Take a walk with the sister of the moon. Get up there, lighting to fill up your room. You've been living underground, eating from a can. You've been running away from what you don't understand. Look.
Here's something so funny. So I'm sitting on a chair in the room that I'm doing the show. I'm working at home. And we live in an apartment. And I'm like, man, are these walls thin? I can listen. I can hear someone playing U2. I'm like, I can hear this faint little mysterious ways. And then I'm like, I wonder if they're playing it out by the pool. So I go out on the balcony. I'm like, oh, I don't hear anything. And then I realize, I go, oh, that's coming out of my headphones connected to the studio. And then I go, oh, we must be back for another segment. England had it and lost. Argentina wins. So the World Cup final Sunday is Spain and Argentina.
Wow.
And the runner-up match Saturday here in Miami is England. Man, they're not going to feel good about playing in that, right? Not the way that they just went out.
No.
I mean,
It's
I know
not
we
the-
had the conversation and you were talking about, hey, you have your nation's pride and whatever. That can't feel good to take the pitch again on Saturday after you're 20 minutes away from,
No shot. But it's a banger of a match, too. I know it's a third place game. Who knows? Like, is Kylian Mbappe going to play? Maybe not. But that's a banger of a match still. France, England. Like that's as good of a third place game as you're going to get if you're in South Florida and you want to go watch two world-class teams.
Tonight's the ESPYs. Solana was telling me what's going on at the ESPYs. Who's hosting? Oh, it's Marcelo, right?
Marcelo Hernandez. That's right. Local guy.
Miami's own.
Yes, sir.
Are we
Does he-
interested in the ESPYs at all?
Yeah, Jimmy and I were talking about it. One, because he's hosting. Two, there's nothing else on today. There's no Marlins.
Yeah.
The Heat don't play in Summer League tonight. Like, there's nothing else on.
It's why they do the ESPYs on this particular night, because the All-Star game is over, and then there's this one-night respite, essentially, from sports.
Does Marcelo Hernandez make any jokes about Bam and Tyler at the ESPYs tonight?
Yes. He's a Miami guy. He was on First Take recruiting LeBron to the Heat, so I think, yes, absolutely.
I wonder if Bam will be there because I believe Asia Wilson is being nominated.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Best female athlete, I believe. So it wouldn't shock me if Bam would be present tonight at the ESPYs. Best athlete overall, Hawk. Here's a nominee. Best
All right.
athlete in men's sports. Jalen Brunson,
Mm-hmm.
Lionel Messi,
Mm-hmm.
Shohei Ohtani, Matthew Stafford.
I think Jalen Brunson wins that.
You think Jalen Brunson wins that?
Yep. I mean, Messi, they're doing it, based off Inter Miami? No chance. Right? There's no chance. MLS doesn't have that kind of cachet with SB voters, whoever they are.
Yeah.
And Shohei, I mean, you can give it to him every year, right? Theoretically. Matt Stafford, not enough juice there.
And didn't win a Super Bowl.
I think it's Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. Probably will be. Best record or best championship performance, Jalen Brunson is in that category as well. But this is interesting. Connor Hellebuck, USA men's hockey, is a nominee there too.
I'll give it to him.
Best team, Las Vegas Golden Aces, or the Las Vegas Aces, excuse me. The Dodgers, Indiana Hoosiers, Carolina Hurricanes, New York Knicks, and then it goes to Seattle Seahawks, Team USA men's hockey, Team USA women's hockey, and then the Texas Longhorns softball team. The Knicks could end up sweeping all these categories.
I think it's Team USA hockey on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna watch the ESPYs?
Maybe I'll tune in to like the opening monologue just to
Yeah.
hear Marcelo Hernandez. But I'll punt after a while. It's just not. It doesn't have juice to me
I'm
anymore.
kind of over all awards shows. I used to love the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Grammys, and American Music Award. Like I used to love them, and they are just in my But again, I'm old. They're just unwatchable. I am so tired of hearing these people talk like they're the most self-important people in the world. Ugh.
I do like the opening monologues though, like from the whoever's the host. I genuinely enjoy that at every award show. If it's funny. All right, so that's your ESPYs preview.
All right, very good. All right, let's take one more break here, and then we'll reconvene. We will wrap up the show for this Wednesday, which somebody points out on the chat. This is normally the slowest day in sports. This was the day that bookies actually take off because the day after the All-Star game, literally the slowest day in sports. But because of the World Cup, it was not. We had one of the best sporting events that you'll ever see on traditionally the slowest day in sports. All right, take a break. Final segment is next.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Ooh, he kicked the hell out that one. Goal!
We're going to have a big day tomorrow. I'm excited about tomorrow. Like today was fun. We like the World Cup or whatever. Tomorrow, kind of the Miami Heat's reemergence on the national stage when it comes to basketball.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I have a feeling tomorrow, I mean, cocky Heat fan is going to be coming out to play. You're going to see Giannis holding up that jersey. You're going to see the Miami Heat as kind of the epicenter. I mean, LeBron could do the funniest thing tomorrow and steal all the juice.
All of it.
Man,
But-
do you think he makes his announcement tomorrow? He wouldn't do that to another star, would he? Like, he wouldn't do that to like he's very aware that the Heat are introducing Giannis tomorrow. So
But like in the grand scheme of things, does the introductory press conference really matter too much? I mean,
no, but it is kind of Giannis's moment to shine with his new team and his new city, and it's going to be, on NBA Today and ESPN. Like, it's kind of the big story. I don't think LeBron steps on that.
if he's coming here, I agree. If LeBron genuinely in his heart is planning on coming to Miami, he doesn't make that announcement tomorrow.
Definitely not if he's coming to Miami. Now,
Right.
if it's a surprise where he walks out with Giannis, that would be something. Right? The media is assembled, right? So you don't have to call a surprise press conference or whatever. Everyone's going to be there.
So
And LeBron walks out with Giannis.
or Giannis in the middle of the press conference says, "Oh, by the way, I brought a friend with me," and then LeBron comes out like he calls to LeBron.
Holy mackerel. That would be unbelievable.
That would be nuts.
Somebody track his plane tonight.
It's gonna be on the Rich
Mine.
Paul podcast, man. It's gonna be.
Where's the ESPYs? New York?
Ooh. Or LA. It's probably in LA, no?
Oh, yeah, maybe LA.
Even though I don't know, didn't ESPN leave LA? Didn't like they move everything back to Bristol?
But I mean, they could do the awards show there. Yeah, I guess
York
because
City.
I think where is it?
New York City, the David Couch Theater at Lincoln Center.
Oh, it is in New York. That's funny. I would have guessed now that you said LA because I figured all the NBA players are in Vegas for summer league, so it'd be easy to get from Vegas to LA.
Yeah, that's true.
So where's that theater again, Jimmy?
I'm not gonna try that one again.
All right, we got to wrap things up here. Dan Day is coming up after us tonight. So we are going to air the Giannis press conference live tomorrow during our show. So Solana is going to be at the Kaseya Center, and then Giannis should take the podium around 3 p.m., and we will air it live on this show, and Solana will join us from the Kaseya Center all afternoon tomorrow. So we'll have a fun show on the program. All right, everybody, have a great and safe Wednesday night. Go Marcelo. We will speak with you Giannis Day mañana.
Join WQAM Solana and Michelob Ultra this